And I just can't live without you.
What do you mean? There's fucking 2 Sheilas in the boat.
Listen to me every time.
Gotta get him to do that laugh.
It'll happen during it, I reckon.
Now you're just
nearly
pretending
there.
to laugh like a normal person.
No, it'll happen. It's when I'm genuinely think something's hysterical. Whereas when it's just normal.
Yeah, she's nothing.
No.
Well, anyway, we're live. We are with Jake Gunston and Andrew Trigg.
Good evening, viewers.
Hello, guys.
Thanks for listening and tuning in.
So, I'll just start this off, get the ball rolling. Jake, tell us about like where you're from, where you grew up, because there's a few things I want to get into with your fishing. So, yeah, start off with like where you grew up, what got you into fishing, what sort of stuff you played with, all that sort of stuff.
Yep. So I grew up in Blackwater, pretty much. I was in Dysart first and then Blackwater.
So we're talking Central Queensland.
Central Queensland, yeah.
And I'm half crook, so I'm going to be coughing. Apologies.
Filthy.
So I grew up out there. There wasn't much to really do other than either camp or fishing. So ended up chasing Saratoga, yellow belly, barra, all that kind of stuff out there.
As a kid, land-based and shit?
Yep.
Yep.
No one really got me into it. Like, it wasn't like how you hear the stories like granddads or dads or anything like that. It just kind of happened on my own doing it. And so I saw like a toga one time when I was walking out along the bank and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then I kind of studied it. And then from there, I pretty much taught myself how to fish, how to tie knots, all the stuff. And
From scratch.
yeah. And
That's hard, man, because like not a lot of kids start like that.
No.
Like most.
And it took me like a year to land my first toga because I was going from like using mono on a pre-done rod you'd buy from BCF to lures, braid, knots, lures, what you're doing to target that fish.
When you were a kid, was there people doing that shit?
Not really.
Yeah.
But by kid, like, this would have been about 17, 18 was when I started for that.
Yeah, so you're 30-something now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a fair while ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I've been
people weren't
chasing
doing that
for
shit.
a long time.
What do you say?
Looks 40. Carry on.
Tough life.
Real rough life.
Oh,
fucking hell. Yeah, so to put some context into the toga, we're talking walking banks, sight fishing toga on surface.
Yeah. So
Explain that.
I'm pretty picky. Like when it gets to going and fishing the rivers, as soon as it's dirty, like you can catch them. There's all your different ways to do it. You can throw your big wake baits and all your different kinds of stuff to chase them. Spinner baits where you can cover a lot of ground, but
Just come a little bit closer to the mic. Just move your chair, yeah.
But yeah, that just doesn't really, like, I was always after sight casting, walking the banks,
Yep.
spotting them, being able to,
Something about sight casting fish and top water.
it's just exciting. It's like hunting.
Yeah.
You're walking along, you're trying not to be seen.
Yeah, so what, you found your first toga by accident and then was like, I need to try and catch that.
Yep.
So then, like, what was the next steps to that? Like, how did you, what made you choose the shit that you chose and go down the methodology that you did to get them?
Pretty much once I knew that they were, like, targeted as a fish, like, species, and I had done a little bit of, like, fishing for other stuff like queenies, land-based and stuff like that, just smaller models in your creeks, and I was, like, pretty much surface. I get stuck on surface all the time.
You and everybody else?
Yeah, as many of us do, like throw it for hours more than you should. But that was pretty much what I'd chase, like how I'd chase them every single time. I'd put a spinnerbait on, use it for like 5 minutes and then go, nah, fuck
Nothing.
this. Put another.
Not the same, eh?
Put another surface on. So pretty much, like, I'd use poppers, stick baits, like all your normal ones that everyone uses, skitter pops, like All the Lucky Craft ones are
Yep.
like we've talked about, that
Yeah.
black pattern with your shiny scales.
So what are you looking for? So you go to a spot and you're walking along the bank and you're just looking for toga swimming around the surface, eh?
Like, Triggy does the same shit. Walk to a spot. You're looking at wind and like direction of wind for a spot you're fishing before.
Because you've been
even
doing it for a
go
few
there.
years now, Triggy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about what we talk about. 2014, I think I started.
Yep.
Tapped into it.
Yep.
But yeah, same deal. Looking for that leaf matter.
Yep.
We're all getting
Leaf.
blown in, and they're kind of hiding under there, looking for insects, dropping off trees,
Yep.
Yep.
all that.
So
kind
like
of stuff.
overhanging like tea trees and shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And gums and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we both jagged that kind of idea too, where we all do it. Fuck a cast up. It's in the tree, and you're like just trying to rip it off, and it's teabag, and then falls straight in the water. And next minute,
Bang.
bang! It's like,
Yeah.
okay. So these guys can actually look up and see these things actually dropping.
So
in.
were you
There's
actually
been-
sight casting? So you go.
There's been certain times like where you'll cast a surface lure and it's not the lure lands on the surface and then it hits it like it literally hits it
Yeah.
pretty much.
While I
as
was watching
hitting
it. Well, the
on the
JPs
surface, so-
do that. You can watch JPs will like if you can see JPs in the water as your lure's flying over their head, they're like chasing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like these things. Put the afterburners on,
Yep.
and just basically, as it's hit the surface, they're already on the
Yeah.
hammer and smack it. Eh?
Yep. So
But that's like this normal. It's all the rivers are dirty at the moment, which it normally isn't like that.
yeah.
Winter's one of the best times chasing toga. It's like
Why is that?
Just gentleman hours, like as in normally, say summer, you've got your sun coming up 5:30,
Yeah.
5 o'clock in the morning, but you've got to wait till maybe 7:30, 8
Same as
o'clock
flats
to get
fishing.
any light penetration,
Yeah.
and then you get your certain amount of hours of fishing. But then when the sun gets too high, they don't like to sit up on the surface like where they
Yep.
can be seen. So then, like midday, all that kind of time, they'll go back down, and then you'll get your small
down.
afternoon kind of period.
Windows. Yep.
Whereas in in winter, you'll get there. You can get there at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Yep.
And then you'll start seeing them, and then you can fish from that time pretty much all the way through till about 3, maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
3 o'clock, half
Yep.
3.
Yeah.
Pulls
So
them
you
up.
get that bigger period, and it's one period.
Yep.
So it's a lot easier to chase them.
So were you just blind casting snags initially, and then you started seeing them just swimming around, or both all together?
I saw them, so then I was just walking along until I'd see them. But then
Yeah.
when I started actually trying to get more results, was I'd get there early anyway,
Yep.
and then I'd blind cast until I'd start to be able to see them.
Yeah.
So like the blind cast approach to fishing a pool is if you're going to cast in a certain area of that pool, you need to cast in that same spot for 5 to 10 casts. Because if you fan your cast out from your very first cast, you could cast to the left and a fish, because they zone in on it straight away, a fish will start going over to that area, then you're fanning over towards the right and it's gone over to the left to
Yeah,
where your
righto.
first cast was. So you actually need to keep putting like 5 or 10 casts into that one spot.
Yep.
Then move 10 meters to the right,
Mm-hmm.
5 or 10 casts there, 10 meters to the right, and just keep working it like that.
Yeah. Righto.
But then with the blind casting, if you add into that the still pools, leaf matter on top, snags like with kind of snags that are offset from the bank, where
Yep.
you know they can kind of sit in behind them, stuff
Yep.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So then, what you obviously you started figuring out like retrieves and how to catch them and all that sort of stuff. You started banging them. Then what was the progression? Size.
Then it was chasing bigger one, trying to find a bigger one.
What's the biggest you've heard of?
Biggest I've heard of, well, one of my mates catches some real big ones. He's out like Theodore way. I won't name him. He
No.
doesn't want the attention. He's a purist. Like,
Yep.
He bangs them. He's chased them for ages and doesn't care about like
Facebook
having
and all that
everyone-
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't
yep.
care about the social media side of it.
Yep.
But he's
Doesn't care about the 140
he
meter
sent
line.
me photos and I've visually seen.
Or the 14-metre line.
I've seen pictures of dead set 90 pluses easy.
Yep.
And he's told me of meter pluses that he's caught. So,
Yeah. Right.
yep.
I've heard of 107.
Yeah.
That's a property I haven't been to yet. I'm allowed to go and fish that property. And
Yeah.
so he told me about it. He goes, I got photos. We never measured it, but he said, I think his son's like 6'6" or something. And he goes, once you see it, he said, you know
Yeah.
it's
You haven't
big.
seen the photos yet?
Nah, I haven't seen it. He's just an old school farmer. Doesn't give a shit, you know.
They'd be around, man. They're prehistoric
Yeah,
as
They're
fuck.
prehistoric.
Yeah.
And they're old as fuck. They grow real slow and shit, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And you look online on your searches and everything, it says they can get up to a metre.
Yeah.
So,
So 107 is
They'd
not
be
that
there.
big
but
a
that's the
stretch.
thing. One
Donkeys.
person. This is a pretty heated argument with certain people
Fuck 'em.
online, and you see
Yeah.
some people, and it's just because you haven't caught a fish over a metre. It doesn't exist.
Well, you think about how long they've been on Earth, right? And then you think about your existence, and then you think about the time you've actually spent, like if you put it in hours or minutes, on the water looking in those spots,
Yeah.
and how many spots there are.
Yeah.
Man, your time on the water is a speck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't
And
think anyone should
Arowana
even
have
be.
been around.
Yeah,
since-
millions of years,
Yeah.
man.
And that's the thing too. We don't fish just the one system. Like you
Nah.
and I are both the same.
Yep.
We're on the hunt, chasing different systems,
Yeah.
new fish,
All the time.
new locations where people can't get to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's the hunt as well. Like just trying to, we might tap your spot out, tap my
Yeah.
spot out, and go right, new challenge.
So what's
new
a good
system?
What's a good toga? What's say? So we've been chasing JPs for the last 2 days because the weather's been dog shit.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, anyway, a good JP is like 30 plus, and then 40 is like reasonably
You
a
get
trophy
decent.
fish. 50 is like legendary status. So that's like what are those say 3 categories for toga?
You wanna go?
60 average,
Yep.
70 plus, good fish.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then once you get to 80 and above,
above,
they're your unicorn.
Because you've got like
Don't
379s.
fucking stop. I've caught 379s
Fucking hell.
since I was fishing. What would I say before 2014?
Yeah.
I would
So that just
say-
goes to show,
Yeah.
you know.
Just to put a little context to that, that's creek. That's not like
No, that's not
dams.
impoundments. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
wild,
impoundments like
wild
you
fish.
can
So-
get 80 early 80s.
Yeah,
And you see them getting early 80s to mid 80s, stuff like that.
yeah.
But in a creek, yeah,
Yeah, we probably should have said all that at the start. Like we're not fishing impoundment toga. are we?
No, we're fishing wild. Like when the boys come up from the States.
yeah,
Scotty Rose never fished from before. Fished with you, and then come and fish with me. We were fishing for sooties and jams a 79, and I don't think he realised
How
he
special
what that
he
little
was kissed on the dick.
that was a little special moment right there.
Were you
And I
there
said,
then?
Man,
Nah,
No, he didn't go.
he fished for toga with me.
Oh, you were chasing sooties, eh?
yeah, they want to get on the sooties. Never caught him before.
So they chased toga with me the day before, and like that we banged.
You just
them.
got a few, eh?
We got a heap of fish, and then Alex jumped on because they'd already got fish, so we're like, oh, we'll get Alex one, and then the one he ended up actually casting at, which it pulled hooks,
Yeah.
jumped off, would have been close to it would have been late 70s to
Yeah, shit.
80 as
Good
well.
fish.
And then we've seen heaps of fish too, and
Yep.
casted a heap of fish. So
Yeah. So do you both fish? You both fish the similar areas,
yep.
but you
We've been
also fish
fishing
at
the
different
same
shit,
areas.
eh? That's how you got like proper talking, hey, outside of cast.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And we'd been fishing the same areas for years without even knowing it.
Yeah.
So
That's it. Like we were talking the other day. I had pins on my phone. And I said, "Oi, I want to go smash this system. Have you fished here before?" And he's like, "You kidding me, are you?" Flicks me through a text. Same pin.
Same pin.
Yeah.
We both haven't fished it, but just on the same wavelength.
Yep.
Right, let's go have a look at this system. And yeah, that's pretty much how we just kind of
Yeah.
Yep.
tapped into each other, right?
we fished with each other once and just straight away.
Yep.
And that's most of the guys in cast. Like
Yep.
I'm
as
just
soon
a
as you
good-looking
meet
bloke.
'em,
That's
Holding
why.
hands
Yeah, holding
Yeah.
hands and shit.
a little tickle.
You got a tickle today.
Nah. Yeah, I just grabbed the box and I think it was just a bit low.
He went to grab the wine box and he just lifted the bottom of
It's hard to explain without
shaft.
pictures.
Yeah, it wasn't real big, but it was pretty.
We'll reenact it and film it later. Put it on.
You're right.
It sort of nearly got the laugh.
We
but
nearly
he had
got
a
it
mouth-
then. We nearly got the high end laugh. That's
Yeah.
good. It'll happen.
Had a mouthful of rum.
It'll happen.
They love the laugh.
They do love to laugh. I don't know, women don't, but
I don't like the whistle either. Like old Cyril. I get a bit upset with the whistle.
moist.
Not too sure why.
What am I saying? Fucking. Yeah. So Were sooties, so sooties are in the same systems, right,
yeah.
basically. Were they bycatch or were they targeted during, or were they just something you were like, I don't feel like chasing toga today, I'm going to chase sooties, or I'm going to chase both, or what's the G?
It kind of dictates from the part of the river.
Yeah. Basically, what I'd do, I'd go early in the morning. So if I left home in the dark, I'd chase sooties for a couple of hours on dusk.
While you're getting light, while you're
On
waiting for
light,
light.
I mean.
Yep,
And then once that sun kind of got up behind the trees and the togas start to pop up,
yep.
then I'd go toga hunting. So
Yeah, okay.
instead of boosting out west, doing, hour and a half, 2 hours, just
Yep.
chasing togas,
Yep.
go out, bang sooties for, 2 hours on top.
Yep.
And then, righto, then we just concentrate on togas.
And if you're doing that, the sooties, when you're hitting them at the start, you need to be hitting shallower systems with a lot of snags.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
If it's deep, like the deeper sections is where you're hitting toga.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
righto.
Yeah, they don't like the shallow stuff.
Yeah,
you,
right.
you can get them there, but they
It's usually like little fellas.
they're only small.
What's your biggest toga?
Biggest toga, unofficially, like 83.
Bullshit.
Yeah. See? That's always going to get that.
How- what-
That's what they all say.
So that
what's
was
the story?
That was before I was even like social
Legit?
media.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't even know about it. Didn't even take a phone. Like
Yeah,
it
righto.
was just fishing for fishing.
So did you measure it?
On the rod, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah.
it could be
80,
1 or 2
or 8.
centimeters.
Yeah,
either
yeah.
Way. So
Or 85.
um,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Still a
take
good
that.
fish.
So what happened? How old, like, were you just still young or
that was probably early 20s.
early 20s?
Yeah.
Yep.
Towards the end of my apprenticeship. So I started fishing off a section of area where it's a property. One of my apprentices, gave me access to that
Yep.
area. So he's oldies and that, and no one else can
Yep.
fish there. It's untouched.
Yeah, right.
So there's a whole big section there. It's probably like maybe 30 k's or something
Yep.
like that. And I was just walking along the normal sections because I used to go there a fair bit.
Yep.
And then saw monster fish, and I hooked it twice.
True.
'Cause for once, I actually had a spinnerbait on, which but ate it the first time and then just spat it because
Yep.
as soon as they start getting that size about them, the mouth gets harder and harder.
It's hard to set hooks,
Yeah.
eh?
They're hard to set
bigger
hooks on
they
in
are,
general.
Oh,
the
they're
bigger they are, the harder it is.
Was
to
it
get
one
them
of you?
hooks
One of
in.
you blokes running straight braid, no leader?
Me.
You.
was, yeah. With the
Yeah.
frogs, eh?
So there was no flex, just
No
straight
flex.
in the gob.
But that's the frog fishing. So that was my mate who I was saying from out
Yep.
Theodore way. He kind of gave me a bit of tips on chasing them with
Yep.
the frogs. And so that's like your double upturn hook
Yep.
on the back of them.
Yep.
And it's thumb, like drag completely locked, thumb on the
Yep.
reel and set as hard as you can.
Yeah,
and then
right.
you're not winding back down into them. You need to keep your rod back, wind, and if you can, walk backwards at the same time.
Yeah, right.
And it's pretty hectic.
Yeah, right. Sounds pretty hectic.
Yeah.
They go pretty hard. Like they go a bit silly, like jumping shit.
Yeah, jumping eels.
Yeah.
When-
Basically jumping.
Basically
eels.
jumping eels. Yeah,
When you
jump
hook a
back on
big one,
themselves.
like your more decent sized ones on the frog and that
Yeah.
style, like it's pretty
Yep.
hectic. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And usually the banks are pretty hectic too. Like you're fishing near vertical or
croc slides.
90 degrees. Oh, there's been plenty of croc slides.
Yeah,
on the way.
they're real high too.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you need that height though.
Yeah, you need that height so you can see as well, see
Yep.
the water.
So what?
Oh, some of the ones we've seen some
On
of the
top of
spots
that
there
big
up
bank.
high. Yeah.
Yeah, usually there's one spot
Monsters.
there. We usually have a few tins just on the way home, kick it back, reflect, and you'll sit there and how high would you be? 40 metres?
40 metres, 50 metres high.
Yeah, and you just see these big dogs just cruising. It's like,
Can't do
You
nothing
can't
about
even
it.
You
work
can't-
out
you
how
can't
to
do
place
nothing
your
about it.
cast. You're that high.
Yeah, right.
well, you go to cast at them full noise, and then your cast just drops short, just goes pop. You don't even get the distance. 'cause you're
Yeah,
that
right.
high. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's been some big dogs there cruising past.
Yeah, right. So what? Do you have any future goals with that sort of stuff?
Meter.
Want a meatery?
Yep.
Been looking?
Yeah. I've been told of some places to start looking. We know of a few areas, and I've told you, like, that area you were saying that you've just got, and another
Haven't
area I've
been
been
there yet.
trying to get access to.
Yeah.
So, and I've been told by people who've chased them for a very long time, that's where you're
Yep.
finding your real big ones.
Righto.
Your
Yeah,
bigger sizes too are also like in lagoons or not so much lagoons, but you call them lagoons, where they get locked off.
Yeah,
Like isolated.
like Billabong sort of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And as long as they have good amounts of bait, like you see a lot of bony bream, stuff like
Yep.
that, then
Like
they
that
get
one
big.
I've taken you to.
Yeah.
It's off that section. It's probably about, what would it be? Maybe 500 metres,
Yeah.
if that, I suppose. And it's just got togas just locked in.
Yeah.
They can't go anywhere.
And there's shit all water.
Yeah, right.
Like normally fish know to get out, but there's
Yeah.
nowhere for them to go.
No, and I think I've tagged 5 in there
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
ha-
tell us about that, actually.
and haven't caught
All I gotta be-
any tagged ones.
That one we seen too at the end.
Yeah, big boy.
All I've got to get now is
Or girl.
locations, and we can just, the podcast is done.
Yeah,
I've got enough
do you want me to
information.
do you want me to tell you where? Start at Connors River, 20 k's in. Go and hit it, boys and girls.
Hey,
But if you get shot at, it's not my fault.
are we going to start upsetting people? Like maybe
What do you mean?
Whitsundays region?
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
they're already
Oh, with
upset.
the coordinates.
They're already
Ah,
upset.
struth.
What a fucking turnout that is.
The war has begun.
Yeah. Tell us about tagging, because I forgot about that till just now.
Yeah,
So
right.
why
I
did-
don't know if I talked about it in that last one or not.
I don't think you did.
Yeah,
Did you?
rightio. No, I don't know. I think I'm trying to work out how
Oh.
many I've tagged. Maybe 25-ish.
Because what
Yeah, I
What
think I've
made you
tagged
wanna do that?
25.
was it?
I just wanted their growth rate and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like see,
And like,
in a year.
if
or-
you're catching the same fish too in the same area.
yeah, same. If because they patrol certain areas. Jake will be with me with that. Like there might be a
They
section,
got their own territories.
say 100 metres,
Yeah.
and with us fishing out there so often, you know where to go. Like you know where certain trees are.
Yep.
You go there. Like there's one there I call it the koala tree. It's got marks from koalas all in it.
Yeah, righto.
And you know there's going to be 20 sitting underneath it. I don't
Yeah,
know
right.
why they congregate there, but it's a little happy place for them. So yeah. They're mainly growth rate.
Yeah.
If they move on, like we get them big floods where, we can go, I don't know if you want to talk, say let's go Funnel, Connors,
Yep.
let's go, you got Isaacs,
Lotus.
like they all, when it floods, they all flow down the rocky.
They all join.
Yeah, righto.
So they've
'Cause
got
that's
to
all part
go
of the
up
Fitzroy
and
system,
down. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just interesting to me. So hopefully someone, if you
So like
guys
they're
start
all
catching
separate,
fish.
but you see them big floods we have.
Yeah.
Everything joins into
Well,
one
man,
big thing.
excuse me, Jesus Christ, I'm sick of this cough. Fucking doing
Dog.
my head in, eh? I'm diverting a bit, but yellow belly, you got them in the floods, didn't you?
Yeah, I've caught 3, I think now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unheard of.
random.
Where
yeah.
like you're fishing like between Rockhampton and Mackay, basically.
Yeah, more Mackay end.
Yeah.
And you're catching them way up there. Like I've heard them, down your way.
Yeah.
But not real big. Like they're probably
Yeah.
35 to 40s. Like they're not big fish, but it's a bit of a spin out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
caught one out Connors there too.
Yeah,
I remember
rightio.
telling you after. Pulled it up thinking, and it was black because it
Thought it was a
like
sooty.
where it was.
There you go,
Thought
it's
it was a
sooty.
sooty, and then you see the lateral line on
Yeah.
it.
And the gob on it. It's like what? Fucking,
Have you had any recaptures, Toga?
Nah, not yet.
Nothing.
Nah, it's like saying with that lagoon I've fished. I've tagged 5 out of there. Oh no, I'd probably
pretty
pull
cool.
25 out of there. Like
Yeah, righto.
no, haven't caught one.
Weird, eh? Makes you wonder. Have you have you fished together doing it?
Tagging.
Oh, just fishing. Like chasing Toga in general.
Yeah,
Oh,
all
yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair bit, eh?
Fair bit. Yeah, over the years now. It's been a while now. Part of the family, Jogies.
They put up with
Come
me.
for a sleepover, camp out. Yeah, we go camping. We've camped out there a few
Yeah.
times.
Yep. Have you dabbling with boat and kayak accessing spots, eh?
Yeah, kayak's good. Kayak's good, say for your sooties and stuff like that because you can get to them snags
You can
that
get
you can't get land based. It doesn't really do it for me for tigers because you can't see them.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
we're talking about sight casting, it's all sight, but in a
I think
kayak
I've
you
caught
can't.
one standing up in the kayak where I sighted it.
Yeah, that was with me.
Yep.
That
That's
was
right up
with
near that
Nate
gorge.
when we, we
Yep.
camped up there. That's pretty
So
cool.
it's possible, but it's hard. Like you need to be pretty lucky. I was
Yeah.
lucky, like it was pretty close.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find spots so I can put my tinny in the Red Rocket.
Yes.
Bronny and I done it once. Had to we got it in there, pushed it in, but the water levels dropped that low.
Yeah, it's
you
too
can't
hard.
get it back in. There's another one that Jake knows we're talking about, but it's going to be a mission. But at least you can still get up on the deck and you can sight cast them. And
Yeah. A bit
I'm
higher.
starting to get too old to be fucking walking around.
It's like crazy
Go,
things,
go
actually.
get in the boat.
Crazy things chasing toga. Only one time I've ever seen it was at the start of a session, like I got to this place and normally be seeing toga everywhere. Walked all the way along, like 5Ks along the whole section. Didn't see any fish, and this was for like the toga comp they have out Blackwater, so Saratoga Spectacular.
Yeah.
And then got back to the start, and then in the very start of the pool, there was like maybe like 40 to 50 toga in the one pool doing
Oh,
like
it's on timer.
doing.
Right.
There was like 30 or 40
Would have
toga
nailed
in
it
the
too. I
pool.
would have been laughing.
I smiled.
We all would have been laughing too. Ronnie's
night.
taking photos. I had it on timer today, taking pretty pictures of waterfalls.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking nearly got back in the dark because of that. It's going to take 20 minutes to take one picture.
Yeah, I'll have to get it right. Press the review button. Nailed it? Perfect.
Nailed it.
There's the thumbnail for the podcast.
Bang.
Yahoo.
Straight up.
Anyways,
Were you flexing? Jake even flexed.
No one gives a fuck what
No,
you
Jake-
write.
Jake even flexed for the photo.
He did. What were you tensing
What are
for?
you flexing for?
You had a jumper on before we started the podcast. You took it off. Why?
It's bronze shirt.
Because the camera coming out.
Bronze shirt.
I was wondering why he's doing push-ups before. Anyway. Come on. Come out, the big kangaroo chest all puffed up.
Yeah, we got halfway through your mad story. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not mad anymore. You fucking made me have to hype it up too much.
Yeah,
Okay.
people are on the edge of their seats.
I got back
Yeah.
and there was like 30 or 40 toga in the one pool, and they were just doing a big circle like a cyclone, just all swimming around
Yep.
in that one pool. So I don't know if that's like a spawning
Snapper breeding thing.
or yeah,
Have you seen them with a fry in their mouth? How cool's that?
yeah, that's
First time I ever seen that. Oh, it would have
What?
been.
Oh, as in like
Fry.
fly there,
Yeah, yeah.
young in
Kids.
the mouth. Yeah.
tigers do that.
I could
Yeah.
see you. They do, yeah.
I was thinking
I
it
was-
was
I
a
was like-
fucking chip. I was like, you're not.
Yeah,
You're talking.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, McDonald's fries. Bullshit.
I thought
Did you
someone,
hit Macca's up last time you were out there?
Feeding them.
Fucking nice.
chips.
Yeah. Yeah, just I didn't know too much about, I don't know, when they bred and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So this was like late September, October, which we got to know now. That's when they do their thing.
Yeah.
Couldn't get a toga to eat. It's just like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm
Oh,
going to have one of those days. And then, yeah, just seeing this big toga, looking and just cruising. Then you could see like I don't know, what it was like a little, I don't know how to describe it, but it was like just this little puff, like smoke, I suppose. I was looking there going, what's that? And then as soon as she seen me, opened the mouth and they all just went, boop, and they're only,
In
like, man, probably 10
That's
mil,
neat,
if
eh?
that. Yeah,
I
just
can't
shit.
remember
Bush
if
straight
it's the
back in the
male
mouth.
or the female that holds it, but you can still get the, whichever sex it is that holds them, you can still get the other one to eat. They're
Yeah,
still
righto.
aggressive while they're breeding and holding fry and that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's pretty mad. Pretty cool
Fuck,
to see.
that's
I
neat shit
think
to
I've seen
see.
it twice now.
That's the cool shit you see when you're spending time on one species, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always, or one system or doing one particular thing for a lot. You see some mad shit.
Oh, you do.
Oh,
Just the
that shit
wildlife
like
you
them
see.
40 in that pool. Wish you had a drone or something like that back then, but that was
Yeah.
a while
Long
ago.
time
now,
ago.
So
Yeah.
That's it. When you're by yourself too, you're not talking.
Nah.
You're just quiet as and you're just doing your thing, and you see everything just pop up. On
You get
the-
so many more fish when you
Oh.
fish by yourself. I reckon. I reckon because you consciously you got no one else to bounce off, so it's all your own. It's
You
all off your own
concentrate
back.
more, that's it.
And you don't have to think about what would you be doing or you be doing or all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Watching
you're just
the feed.
fishing, man.
Yeah, watching your
Works
feet,
heaps
watching
well.
the water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I found that with like barra fishing proper, making your own decisions.
Yeah.
Definitely helps, especially after that fucking Johnny Mitchell course, man. Holy,
Dial in.
yeah. I reckon I'll drive people mad with how I want to fish for barra now. I need to spend like 6 to 12 months doing it solo
Yeah.
to be able to go fishing back with people again.
Yeah.
Because people will just be sick of me driving around looking at fish, not casting at them and shit.
Yeah. Just going. Does,
Yeah, they're not eating.
doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Doesn't. Yeah, I haven't got that many
Yeah.
card yet. Let's go.
So you're a bit of a freshwater fisherman, basically. You're pretty hardcore in your freshwater stuff, sweetwater, and all like Aussie native shit.
Yep.
Um,
I always did a bit of all of it, but it was just that more
Yeah.
people knew me for chasing the
Yeah,
freshwater
yeah.
and Saratoga. So like in between all that, I was always like trying to hit the saltwater,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. But it's not like I had a boat for access
Nah.
or anything. It was all like land based or kayak or
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I knew you for. Toga fishing.
yep,
Looking on the page, you go, no, smashes a few.
yep.
yeah.
Get hooked up.
And then you'd see a picture of me and be like, oh fuck yeah.
I knew it was going to come out one time in this fucking podcast. Rennie will be
Rennie
so happy.
Rennie loves it.
He'll be so happy.
Rennie will do it. He'll be doing the
Oh,
carve.
fuck.
Wow. This has been the last 3 days.
Fucking
Bang.
bellowing that shit down the creek all the fucking day.
Fast as fuck, boy.
And that too.
I'm still fast as fuck, boy.
Oh, dear. There's the laugh, sort of, again. Fucking
Make me
hell.
cough.
What was I even getting at? Fucks me. Don't know. You've been a freshwater fisherman. Oh,
That's
yeah.
it.
Well, we can't
Well,
have him
then-
in a boat too much because, fuck me, Daddy whinges about his eyes getting sore.
Oh,
Boy
sunscreen.
drives boats on the boat ramps.
Who
I
puts,
mean, what?
who puts sunscreen in your eyes? Like, that's why you got glasses
Wade
for.
did. He held me down.
Who puts sunscreen on their forehead to run it in their eyes when it gets hot?
I
was like- that was like-
that much, okay?
That was like number one lesson when I was a child, right? Don't touch the stove when it's fucking hot, right?
Yeah.
And don't put sunscreen on your forehead were the 2 lessons I was taught and I've carried through my whole fucking life.
Like that.
Yeah, you can't, it's,
And-
you know what?
What?
You've got past the freshwater part, so you're like, righto, she's fucking.
Take the best time.
she's
We,
fucking
can
getting
we
it.
talk about that early trip?
Yeah, we can.
We
Fucking
can? Well, was that the next day? Was that Faust as well? Or no?
Yeah,
was that
it was the same
trip?
trip, yeah. Same trip.
Well, we'll go right into it.
Poor old Jakey.
Remember that GT I caught as well? That was Trigg's home turf. On
Yeah.
it. That was a big banger.
The people have got to wait,
sake.
got to wait a little while longer now for Triggy's home.
It
turf.
would have been nailed.
I had it done.
Good
man.
banger, had it done, and then someone decided to just walk backwards off the boat with a brand new camera. Straight, what was the camera worth? About 14, 15 grand,
Some
something
shit
like that.
like that. Straight in the
Gone
piss.
off, and then because he had the lanyard round his neck, he's tried to hoof it off, but because he's got a big head, she's stuck on his head, straight under, submerged.
Drowned it.
We helped him back in the boat.
You know what it
Man,
was
funny
from?
part is, I'll take you off the hook there because you know what's happening there.
Don't take him
He
off
had
the hook. Fuck him.
No,
Into him.
he had the SD card still. Some retard fucking reformatted his SD card. Yours truly.
You
You
look
did it
like
that
you,
quick. I couldn't even tell you not to do it.
you look like a 3-year-old kid that I just told off.
I was fucking.
You had
wild.
your head down, sulking. Oh, actually, I don't know if they were tears or what. It was just a salt water
I
in
was
your
mad,
eyes.
eh? I was
Oh,
angry.
you were.
I was fairly angry.
And then-
I was dirty because I put a Spanish mackerel in the boat and then I didn't clean it off
I can't
properly.
remember
hate
that
them, but
Spanish
I-
mackerel.
You were somewhere else. I think you were in Schultz's boat and Schultz was in mine.
Ah,
I think that's what happened. And we
that's
went
what
around the
happened.
bottom, other side of the reef. And
Yeah.
then I hooked a Spanish on a stick bait. And I thought, I was dicking around. I was like, no,
Sticky
I'll just land it. Told myself I shouldn't land it. Landed it. Didn't clean the deck properly. And I was like, I'm going to slip on that later.
He was swearing about even
Oh,
catching it.
slipped on it.
I was filthy. Stinking fucking thing.
You and Avery hates
I'm
him.
bleeding everywhere. And
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
slime. No thanks.
Yeah, that was pretty good, wasn't it? And then so what we do? Put the SD cards in Jake's camera. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
sort that. We'll still get this with Trigg. This will be
keep
cool.
filming.
I feel like I was stitched up because it was fucking. I didn't even have the time to say, nah, don't reformat it because you were shooting in 120. You weren't
Yeah.
shooting in NTSC.
Yep.
And like, I was like, duh. And it was like,
was-
boom, 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 boom. Reformat card done. She was all over. And I was like, oh,
And there
fuck.
was like 2 sulky kids,
Yeah.
both heads down. And then I'm thinking, fuck, this is meant to be a cool fishing trip. And I got 2 fucking grown adults looking like fucking 3-year-olds.
And yeah, Jake was full like, it gets real sad and feels real bad about everything.
Yeah.
And then we got
Sulky land.
you and me got no mercy.
No, man, it's just like, right, fuck the cameras,
Just
fuck it,
feed
let's
him.
just go fishing.
Yeah.
Put it all down. I said, I don't give 2 fucks. Let's
Yeah.
just go fishing like we normally do.
No, I
And
come.
then I thought I got a few bites and
Yeah. I was tapping rods flat out. Butt taps flat out.
Full heckle.
Yeah.
Oh, thought that was you then.
hey Frankie.
Yeah. And then we had to go home early because Jake's eyes were sore.
That was the.
Bloody sunscreen.
We did not go home early.
You
I
were-
battled it out, but you heard about it.
I can't believe we went to the hospital.
You broke me seat. Remember
Did
you
we
broke
go to
me
the
seat?
hospital?
We nearly. I think we were gonna.
And you got an ass.
Remember,
This much muscle.
remember he broke me seat. When
Dad,
he
right at
ended
the
up
back.
he ended up in the bilge.
I forgot about that too.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I warned you against that too. I was like, don't sit there, man. It's rough as fuck. Stand up and grab hold of something.
Bang. Straight
Yeah,
there.
well,
Asshole straight
No,
through
Frankie,
it.
can't
Frankie,
sit
fuck
up
off,
here.
man.
He's gone.
Big rig.
Yeah,
She was pretty nautical though coming home that trip.
it was pretty rough.
Like she blew
It was
up.
a
It was
long
hectic.
trip. Schultze left early.
Yeah, Schultz and Wilco left early.
We
Then
probably should have.
Wilco said, he goes, yeah, we're pretty worried for you. We seen that front. It was like bang, straight off early.
We had to go straight through
straight through it.
it. It was stinky.
Cast jackets on, dry
Wet.
as, mate. It was
Fucking
good.
hell.
Yeah, good trip.
This trip's been pretty good.
Yeah,
Producing.
first for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've had
tapped in, eh?
we had like a I don't know, sort of like an informal Christmas in July, just excuse to catch up with everyone.
Yeah.
Give it just threw out a bit of notice, which I very rarely ever get to do. Big cook up last night.
Big, that pork was good last night.
Fucking put the smoker on.
Ooh.
Put the smoker on. Got all the recipe and everything. Put 2 big pork butts in there. Put them in at like 9:30. Got to 10 o'clock. Sitting there tapping our feet.
What do
bored
they
as fuck.
take? 8 hours to cook?
Take 8 hours by the time you finish fucking around.
You got to watch them.
Yeah, you're supposed to like watch them and check your pellets and all that sort of stuff. And we're sitting there like by 10 o'clock tapping our feet. Go fishing.
Was it even 10 o'clock?
I don't even think so.
It was up past 9.
I think so. Yeah, and we're like, no, we'll go fishing. Eh? Fuck it. Jumped in the car
Gone all
because
day.
Jake's never caught a jungle perch before.
Yeah,
And
and
treat-
high on the list.
Yeah, and Triggy doesn't get to. Both of you don't get to
Don't
chase
get
them
to
because they're not
do
down there. They used to be though. Hey,
Used to be years ago before they introduced
Weird
all the
everything,
weirs. As soon as they introduced the weirs,
Yeah.
they just fucked their whole
Maybe.
ecosystem up.
A few systems or whatever close to me where they may have a couple.
A
Yeah.
couple of boys
But
still get
nobody-
them.
yeah,
Not
But-
many people know about it. So.
yeah,
The boys that do get them down that way, they're the big dogs.
Yeah.
They're like the ones that are left, I suppose. The stragglers
Yeah.
that have survived it and they're still
Oh,
in them
you've seen
pools.
that? I
So
think they got like 50 plus down at I think Mick Horn might have caught. I'm not sure. Down at Gold Coast.
yeah. Well, Lace, my mate, he's caught.
Mm.
I think it's 2. He might have caught 2 close. One was well over 50. The other one was knocking on the door. I can't remember what it was. And
This
Yeah.
wasn't long ago, was it?
yeah, he caught one this year, and then he caught a ripper last year. That was high 50s. Like
and he's down
unicorns.
your way. Hey,
Yeah,
yeah, that's unreal.
yeah. So that
And
must be
almost
just them.
unheard of, man.
Yeah, they've got to be just the
Almost
last
unheard
ones
of.
in, and that was in the same system. So there must be a couple of big fellas still in there. So
Yeah, shit.
pretty cool.
So we went and banged it out.
nice.
Got a few.
Yeah, no, we did. We rolled in. What did you end up with the first day? 2 small ones,
couple
hey?
little
Two
fellas?
small little fellas. But
Literally.
I was shaking just
Yeah.
on the little fellas just because it was that high on
Right,
the
tight.
bucket list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realise it was that high. I didn't even think of chasing them until you got up here.
Yep.
And then I was like, the wind's shit, can't do nothing. Might chase barra, tides are shit. Nothing was lining up. And then I think you might have said, well, what about JP's?
You're saying
I
it
was
all
like,
day. JP's, JP's.
Take me,
JP's, please.
Basically,
Yeah.
I said no about fucking 5 times, but then he just, like one of them kids,
In
you
the
know?
supermarket, eh?
Yeah.
Give me a birdie beetle. Fucking righto. Shit in the car. Let's go. Now.
Can I have a show bag? Can I have a show bag? Yeah.
Ah, it was good though. Good atmos, and then
Yeah. So we got
for
2.
Jake, ticket straight off.
Yeah, we got 2 small ones, eh? And
Yep.
they were under 30.
And Triggy banged
So-
a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that first one. He hit
Oh,
twice.
fuck,
You've got it
man.
on. You've got
Oh,
it
I
on
got,
film.
I got it on
Yeah.
film.
Haven't
the
had a
eats.
look yet though, have we?
No, I need to put it on the computer and punch in on it. I reckon it was a big fish, man.
Yeah,
you could
it
hear
was.
it pop like a boof,
Yeah, it
and
was.
like a big explosion. Missed him. We missed a few that day.
Yeah, missed a couple.
A couple of
Yeah.
decent ones. And then we
Then
dropped
Caught a
in.
few trees.
Yeah, you caught a few
Someone,
trees, man.
someone caught heaps of trees. Eh?
Fucking hell.
A bit rusty.
Yeah,
Fucking
couldn't work out which way the bail arm went.
I was just fucking ducking and weaving.
Yeah, losing eye.
Oh, loosen eye.
You will be ducking and weaving.
There we go.
Here
Draw
we
the
go.
circle out the
Yeah, as
backyard.
soon as the rum fucking kicks in, eh? Yeah.
I'll get the chalk out. I'll scratch a circle on the concrete. We'll knock off for half
Run
time.
straight.
Running straight.
Running
but only if
straight.
you're running straight.
Run if you're running straight.
I
to
reckon you
dog.
film that, you'd blow the internet up.
Probably.
Backyard boxing.
Hey, fuck the boxing. But what about me 42 centimetre JP?
Yeah, that was
Yes, actually.
Pretty stoked with that.
That was
That was a
unreal,
PB.
man. Yeah.
That was good.
It was.
He went hard too. Like where
Yeah,
he
it was rooster
I
tail.
kind of skull ragged him over that timber
when it
because I
got
didn't
near
think
the
he was that
shore
big.
Too, it cut.
Yeah, he rooster
He had
tail.
rooster
didn't he?
tail, man.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
went,
I've never seen that before, and jumped proper like a few times.
yeah, that was a good
It was
one.
proper good.
He was quite wide.
And bigger than we thought.
Yeah, yeah.
It was bigger than we thought,
But they're just cool and colours on them and that whole armour, everything. Like
and
they're cool little fish.
those bigger fish like 40s, man, are pretty rare. Oh, well, I don't know. I haven't ever seen anyone else there fishing.
Yep.
Yeah, but the same deal, like toga fishing, where
Yeah.
casting out little walk the dog baits
Yeah.
and just watch them just go, woof, woof, woof.
You could probably
Like,
get
you
heaps
know.
more JPs like on plastics and stuff, but it's just not the same.
Nah,
man.
it's not.
No.
Nah.
Especially when you
get-
cast and you can watch your little fucking walk the dog or top water lure just walking, and then you can pick, once you do enough of it,
Yeah.
you can pick those pools and you're like, that's gonna have one in it.
Or you see
That's
a fish eat it fully broadside.
Yeah.
Half come out of the water.
And
then-
they're aggressive as fuck, man. Like they'll hit barrel lures.
Yeah.
If you put small enough trebles on them. But even then, like those bigger ones have got big gobs.
Yeah, you had that big Sammy on today.
Yeah, we had
Decent-
the
decent
what was
trebles
that?
on it.
90 mil. 90 mil.
What was that one you got today? It was 41?
Yeah, 41
Yeah,
today.
it was a decent
I fucking
fish.
let the boys fish all day. I grabbed the rod and had 3 casts and caught a 41.
Yeah, he just waited for the best pull.
Fixed it.
He had it worked out. Hey, he made us walk. Fuck, I don't know how far you made us walk.
Yeah, that was a decent walk, but the first time we walked it,
The first
when
time
you
was...
and me and the rest of them walked
And
it,
Bronwyn.
man,
Bronwyn walked it too. Done a good job.
it was hectic. That was the walk you broke your ribs.
Yeah, Joel Chalky. Old Chalky behind Trigg.
Yeah, so we
Fucking bush.
this walk, I reckon.
It was a mission, man.
We walked in and we started, and it was like average country, and we walked up. How many K do you reckon until it got good?
I don't know.
Till Guthrie caught that one on fly.
Will we walk 3 or 4K or not?
I reckon at least.
At least.
It was a fucking mission.
Yeah.
We got to that zone where I started getting good. I think I banged a little one before that, like way back
Yeah,
down.
way back down. Yeah.
And then Mick got one on fly, and then we kept punching and got pretty much fuck all.
Yeah.
And then got up to them top pools where it started elevating properly, and that's when you got 2 pool up. What you got
one before it, and then got
One.
that last pull right up. Got I think it's like
Yeah.
35.
And we had to bail because we got there like early, and it was like nearly dark.
Yeah.
like-
yeah, when we're punching out.
It was like 3 or 4 o'clock. Luckily, it was in summer. We had a bit of daylight. But this time we done a little bit of research, and I sort of opted that we start where Triggy got them good fish, and we end up finding some little tracks and shit and where to walk.
Just jagged it, eh?
Man, we found this.
So
We
much
found this
easier.
little foot track. Walked in, and we cut off. We started where Guthrie caught the one on fly.
Yeah, we
So
started where I fucked me ribs.
Yeah, we cut 3. Fuck, man, that was brutal.
Well,
eh?
Mick reckons Mick thought it was a tree.
It
He goes,
sounded like
a tree fell down, and then I
Yeah.
slid because I know how high it is, but
that rock will never
basically-
be the same again, man. There's the biggest crack in it.
I eyeballed it like a bull when I walked past
Yeah,
it today. I
that's
was
got a
like,
big
there you
crack
are,
in
you dog. Fucking hell.
But that's normally the go on trips like that. Everyone hit the deck once today.
Yeah, proper.
Oh, yeah. My
But
arse,
Triggy-
my
But
arsehole's
that
still
one, from
puckering.
what I heard,
It's like a slippery, like more than a 45.
Oh, it's
Fuck,
like-
man,
it's
it's
like
a
a
sharp.
90.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like
well, kind of, it was like a step, like a doop, and then just dropped
straight
off.
down, like a big slate
She
rock
was
edge.
fucking deep.
And Triggy, like, feet slipped out from underneath him. He landed on his side and slid down on the edge of the water. And none of us could do anything because we would have fell down too. So it sort of just had to be like, "Are you right?"
Yeah, you're going, you're right, Trigg, you're right. And I'm just going, yeah. Winded shitless. I can't breathe. So I'm doing sign language to Brom, and Brom's going, he's winded. He can't speak. I'm just going, wait, I'll get some air back in my lungs in a minute. And then I could talk. I was like, yeah, I'm all good. We'll just fucking swim up to this other edge. Like, I don't know how
fuck,
deep
man.
it'd be. That's deep there.
Real
It'd
deep.
be like fucking
I
15,
reckon
20
we were
metres.
mucking around today. We'd put a corner ounce jig head on, man, and I was counting like 15 to 18 seconds to get
it
the
was
bottom.
It's deep.
Real deep. Yeah, and then you still walked,
Still punched on like
Couple of
about
K.
3 or 4 Ks.
yeah, up to the top, man. I could not believe that. And we didn't know you had broken ribs until after the fact.
Nah, I knew they were crook.
Yeah.
Playing footy.
Busted.
I like to sit back in
Yeah.
the days. But mindset, Just
Yeah.
set your mind. Just
That's
right,
it.
just switch off. We're here. Let's get a JP.
that's
Try
like
and get a
most of
decent one.
the spots like this one that we were fishing today, and
Mm.
all these toga spots or out where we fish out west, all that kind of stuff. Like the spot today, how you're saying you don't see any people, anyone else up
We
there.
never seen a lick of rubbish.
Didn't see no rubbish. How
No.
good's
Thank
that?
fuck. I was
there is
contemplating,
a-
I was
oh, there's
contemplating throwing a bit of rubbish there just to make it look normal.
Yeah. Oh, it's bullshit. Isn't it?
Fucking grots. Yeah.
I don't
But yeah,
get it.
like all these spots, all it takes is like we just get on the maps and we're just looking everywhere,
Yeah.
and
It's
pretty
not
much
hard,
you
man.
find the spots where you don't think like
It's like
the
what's,
spots where it's hardest for anyone to access. That's
Yeah.
where there's going to be fish.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's pretty much what
Every
everyone
single
does
time.
these days. Do your research. Like the sounders, GPSs, they're that good these days. You can just plan your trip the night before.
Yeah.
Like, you got all the relief shading, bathing maps, all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. You can go, righto, new day, like you got your spots, and then you tap into these other ones that are close by. So if they don't produce, you can still go back to your normal spots. But
Yeah.
you can just plan your whole day the night before. It's sick.
Actually, that's probably a good tip as well for Toga. If wind direction and that, like
Yeah,
if you're
actually,
gonna-
you touch on that.
if you're gonna send, like if you're gonna spend a lot of guys where you're going out that way, you're driving for an hour and a half.
Mosquito.
Oh,
You're driving for an hour and a half or 2 hours to get out there,
Yep.
and then you get there and it's just wind blowing and there's no point in fishing it. So if you check your wind direction, you can see which spots where the river
Yeah.
faces that way that you can actually fish.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
I've
and-
fucked that up before too. You get to
Yeah,
a spot and
I've
you
so
think,
many
righto,
times.
and you get there
should
and it's
be
just
sweet.
like, it's blowing straight up the guts.
Yep.
It's like,
Blown out. No
go
good.
home, get
Yeah,
out.
right.
Or it can be blowing its guts, and you know there's a certain spot where you can actually go.
Yeah.
and it'll be all right.
Little elbow. Yeah, it's true too.
Yeah, right. But no, we got a few. Well, that, yeah. So we started today. We found that little foot track. Walked in there.
Yep.
And started where Guthrie got his first one, which is like 3 or 4 k's ahead of where we started.
On fly.
Yeah.
That was cool. And
Yeah.
we watched the eat.
That was cool, man.
We watched the eat from up
From
the
up
top.
on the top of the bloody.
That was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah,
Because that was his first one on fly too, wasn't it?
it was. Yeah,
It was, yeah. So
Yeah.
pretty, the stoke level was
It ate.
real.
It ate and missed it,
And
and
missed,
then he
yeah.
got it on the next cast. And I was up on that, up on that big cliff.
You're trying today.
Yeah, just fucking. It's too hard. I reckon the line spooks him, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Especially because you're saying you get one cast most of the time,
yeah, in general.
and then
Yeah.
like with the JPs, and then you won't get
Yeah,
another one.
where Mick's was, because Mick was behind a rock, and it was almost like a trout
Yeah.
spec
Little-
type thing.
little
Like
crevice.
he cast up
Excuse
he cast up stream, and the fish was sitting slightly down,
Yep.
and he stripped his line, and it's just drifting. So like the line never went over the fish,
Yep.
sort of thing. And he got to like leader, and the fish ate on the edge of the rock.
Yep.
Where it's sort of hard to do that casting directly up, because if the fish are sitting and your line lands over the top of them, they're fucked.
Yeah.
So his line's like mended out to the left, and it's just floating.
Yeah, basically,
past
it was basically like a trout drift, except he was working it like a topwater lure,
Yep.
like a topwater fly. Sorry,
Yeah. That's it. That water's that clear, right?
yeah, it's gin clear, man, and
clear.
they're visual fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you,
Well, how's that one where I got that 40 too? Hook that one, and then these other fish just come from fucking
There was, like,
nowhere. They just
probably
come from, what was it, about
3 or 4 catchable fish out of that one tree.
Yeah, there was 2 bigger ones because there's like 5 on his tail,
yeah,
and they just come from nowhere.
they were burning around the flat.
That's it, clear as.
It was a good fish. I could not believe. I called yours for under 40, and I called mine for like a mid 40s.
Yeah,
And mine went 41, yours went 42.
yeah. Yours
just
is
the
thick.
depth on 'em.
Yours
Yeah.
is yours
Like
is
a
really
pig of a
good
thing,
nick.
eh?
Well, mine was still a good nick, but yours just
Yeah.
yeah.
I like JPs. I just, in dribs and drabs, like I can't do heaps of it.
Yeah,
But the walks are cool, man. Especially when you're stuck in like elevated up in like subtropical rainforest and
Yeah.
stuff.
You definitely put the effort in for your fish,
Yeah.
but that's the same as
so it's toga fish you earn it.
Toga. So it is, yeah, you're earning them fish.
But
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
cool
you
for
put
us
in.
though because it's totally different.
Different
Scenery.
Me, I've
terrain.
never seen anything.
Yeah, well,
like
boulders.
right up in the
Climbing
jungle,
over rocks and shit.
boulders,
Yeah.
fucking-
And you got to be
Rock
like, you can't
scream
really, you can't be just blasé and stomp through water and
No.
Nah.
fish stupid.
And that's it. You're hiding behind rocks and like it's still hunting. You're
Yeah.
stealthy,
Yeah.
Yep.
so they can't see you.
Yeah.
That's a cool-
And like long casts and stuff like that. And how you work your lure, like they don't like super slow.
Yep.
Nothing super slow. I reckon
And
anyway.
from a lot of them pools that you're fishing, how fast that water's flowing, you got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to work it.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. To keep the tension.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't GT strike them.
Hey,
We pulled hooks on a couple yesterday. eh?
Yeah,
Didn't
I
we,
actually
Jake?
seen some lips in the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool little things.
no, I just did a big jump.
Trying to make a
The
jump.
one I did catch.
Fucking hell. Yeah, it was only that small, it nearly hit you in the chest. Fucking.
Yeah, she wasn't getting off.
Yeah. It definitely was.
Definitely was.
Poled in.
No,
But
it's a
no,
good day, good drive,
It was
eh?
a good day.
It was a good day. Full day.
It wasn't fucking half wrecked. I always do these podcasts. I always like say I'm going to do them early. And you always end up like, oh, it was super excited and you get on the beers and you fucking start talking and doing other things. And
Well, normally the first night of a trip, you're the keenest. And
Yeah,
as
yeah.
each day goes
build
by,
up.
you get more like from fishing each day. doing
Yeah.
all the shit,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
more worn out.
yeah. Fuck, man. Got heaps more to talk about. Fucking
You have
stories.
questions?
Keep going.
Actually, I should check the questions. Tell a story while I'm reading the questions.
There's one time. Me again.
Nah. What are you doing?
Nah,
Oh,
nothing.
it's sitting
There you go.
Whoa! Look out!
Who's this?
Some fuckhead.
Look out.
Oi.
He's going to try and come in the shower on me again.
I was.
Yeah.
But you had your pants on too quick. I was going to film you.
Lucky. Lucky. What do you want, dog? Yeah.
Fuck it.
Maybe
Nearly
Jake.
every question's provocative as fuck.
Of course.
We'll ask a few.
That's normal. Normal, smart.
What's next for Jakey?
What's next?
We got
for me?
the meet at Saratoga. What else is there happening? Because you film a bit.
I'm
You used to fight. And then
used
you
to fight. Then I
got scared.
Nah, I'm never scared. Nah,
You only got
what's
cauliflower
next?
on one side, so you only half game.
Yeah, I'm probably not even great as a white belt. Just I'm one of them guys. What's next? I got a tinny. I bought a little 4.27. What is it? It's
A tinny.
4
It'll do
The
it.
tinny.
4.27.
Tinny bashing.
Tinny.
How
I've
good's
got a
tinny
sound, friggin' electric there
Yeah.
for it, and
Turn your fucking phone off, Wade.
I'm going to be doing the tinny up so I can hit all around the Fitzroy and,
Yeah.
and the port and hit Corio Bay flats and all that kind of stuff. So, on the fighting side too, probably one more fight in me, I think.
You reckon? Gonna have a scrap.
Yeah, one more scrap.
What, MMA?
Nah, boxing.
Boxing?
Back to the roots.
Back to boxing's beautiful, man.
Back to the
Yeah.
roots.
It's a beautiful
I
sport.
love it. Gentleman's sport.
It is a gentleman's sport.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's still not like you don't play no shit, man.
No.
Yeah. A lot of. There you go, keep going.
Oh, and yeah, nah, that's probably it. Just
Yep.
fucking.
Are you gonna do more film work and shit?
Oh yeah, sorry, that's probably what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Because
with
fuck's sake, you take
Yeah.
a nice photo.
Yeah, I've got the camera.
Made
I
you
just got
look
to get
really
into
half
it
pretty
more.
today.
I'm cute as fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, I had to work hard to do it.
poor dog.
Get the right angles.
Yeah. Did you put my head
It
on
was
there?
an uphill
Did you crop
battle.
it?
Instagram filters.
Instagram filter. Bit of love hearts.
Bit of Snapchat filter.
Yeah. Pretty.
No, I do want to get a lot more into the film and photography side.
You still
Lately,
talk-
it's just been a lot of family and like I've moved into
Yep.
my house and trying to get all that kind of shit sorted first. So
Yep.
once all that's done, it'll be sorting out the tinny,
Tapping into that.
film, photography. Yeah.
What are you like planning on getting? Like you got the tinny, you're gonna
Yep.
like tap into like Barra and all the usual estuary stuff.
Yep.
Are you ever gonna? Do you think you'll ever progress into going full blue water spec, or are you just not that interested?
No,
because you
I want
dabble
to.
in fly too.
I
eh?
do want to. The more I think that's a little bit down the track. I
Because
think
you haven't done it, or because it interests you.
it interests me, and
Yep.
I'm really keen to get out there. But the way I see it is, I can hit Fitzroy, Chase Barra, Threadies, all that stuff. Hit all the dams, but you boys all have like Triggy's getting his freaking boat built.
Don't mention the war.
Oh, I won't. But you
It'll
know,
have a
and
good
you've got
things come to
decent
those who
boat,
wait, apparently.
I see that
Apparently.
as my
Fucking
apprenticeship.
waiting.
Yeah.
I see that as my apprenticeship in blue
Yep.
water, so that, and then having my own tinny for in the creeks and that,
Yep.
I can get to a point where I'm confident in having a decent boat and being able to do that stuff. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, nice.
working into it.
You peg on any more trips planned?
Not at this stage.
We're just waiting.
Yeah, just waiting. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this boat. then I'm gone. I'm out. We're out. So once it gets built, it's going to open up a heap of new doors.
Yeah.
Doors will open, and
I should still be in Townsville in 2023.
yeah, hopefully it's not 2025, but hopefully this year. Yeah, hopefully this year she's done. V19.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Full custom spec too.
Yeah, all decked out, centre console,
gonna be
cast
a
and decks. Got the motor, it's ready to go. 200 Merc, hanging. Yeah,
King.
there's going to be some trips. And that's what we we're talking about. You know, get back out the islands, island trips,
I was gonna-
camp ups.
you and that, that's where your shit started, man.
That's it. Yeah, and the thing was,
That's the
'cause
shit that made
this,
you
this boat
famous.
was meant to be built,
Eh,
so I sold my boat. which I should never have done. So you haven't sold there, don't sell your boat. If you're
No,
going to
I learned my lesson from your
Listen,
fucking-
boys and girls, if you're going to upgrade, fucking hang on to your boat.
Yep.
Or else you go crazy.
Yeah.
Or you got to buy a red rocket, and then they just keep scratching.
Race
the
Jimmy
itch.
B.
Oh, still haven't raced him yet.
Haven't you?
He'd probably no.
well,
he went away. So
He's down freezing his ring hole out. Well, he's probably not now. He's still at the Wessels,
up
isn't
the
he?
Wessels, yeah.
The dirty dog.
So yeah,
Yeah, right.
That's where I'll be at.
Reef flats.
Yeah, reef flats, hard line. Like we've talked about the hard line probably
don't
last
mention the war.
4 years. Oh, the war, Struth, big coastline, eh?
Yeah.
Huge coastline. It's just a bit
What's your take on that shit? All that bullshit was Schultz in that.
fuck. We just said, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, right, you got a spot. You can catch doggies from fucking Harvey Bay to the Cape.
Yeah.
You
So,
want to go catch a doggy?
It's just a bunch of whinging cunts.
is that what you reckon?
Yep.
Oh, they've got.
I see.
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
think it is. Oh, because that's it's like, to put it in perspective, I think is in they're
like
whinging because it's ridiculous, because it's such a huge area for you to really like
Compare
if
it to your toga though, like, right? I say, if just say this, the work.
So
you,
I say
you-
a system.
yeah.
That's
So
what is that comparison? A whole system?
no, but say if yeah, well, that's exactly right. Is it though?
Yeah.
Like, would you get offended? So say I'm a YouTuber and I go out down Chase Toga at one of your spots,
Because I'll tell people a system.
but I'm filming it
Doesn't
though
bother
too.
me.
Like, you're not just telling them, you're showing them. But
Yep.
I know the heart, like out there, is fucking completely
That's
different.
what I mean,
Mate,
Mate,
you
because
just-
so that's
I'll-
like if I said, here, go to here exactly, here's where I'm telling you to go in, turn in here, this is the spot. Whereas if I'm like, here, try this, try Connors as a system, there's a whole heap of toga through there, all you got to do is
Yeah.
fucking put a bit of time and effort in. That's pretty much the same kind of thing, because it's huge out there.
exactly.
Yeah.
If you want to look at it like that, how many systems are out there? Who fucking 50 more?
fuck.
Probably. Let's just say
And
100
I don't
systems.
care about telling someone a system either. It's when they say, tell me exactly where to go.
Yeah, it's not like Matty's going, right, here's a GPS coordinate, fucking
Yeah.
let's go, guys, let's have a party.
Man,
Let's get the whole
I was
East
saying
Coast up
today,
here.
man, once you get outside the reef, it is a whole lot of fucking nothing
It's-
for a very long
You've
way.
got to do your research to get out there. Like, you're not fucking around.
You
Like,
can't be dicking around with weather, nothing, man.
if something fucks
You got a
up,
whole different type of current out there. You got ocean swell.
yeah.
It's different, man.
it's
It doesn't
different.
work on tides and shit out there.
That's it. Well, I've been planning trips, looking at spots out there for the last, say, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But I haven't had the boat to do it.
Yeah.
So a lot of these guys haven't got the boat or, the know-how. And
Do you
and-
think it's people, like, I know some of them aren't, but do you think it's people that haven't done it, that are there, that want to do it, that aspire to do that, to say, let's just say Dogtooth, because it's the topic
tick it
of
off your
conversation.
list. Yeah.
Do you think they get dirty because they want to, or have the marks or whatever, but
Well,
just
these-
don't want to, or just won't go out and do it?
These boys that are giving him shit have already tapped into it. So they've tapped into it. They're smashing. They're cool. I don't know. My take is I obviously don't want other people going out there and that you're not going to outfish it. But I suppose they're going to go out there and fish, and then they'll tell you. And they'll tell Jake. They'll tell everybody.
How many weather
then,
windows
like
do you get a
we
year at
said-
the hard line though?
And we said the
Mate,
actual capacity
wind, weather,
of people
work,
to get out there and
fuck all.
fish it. Like, what are they actually worried about? There's hardly any capacity for people to go out there. Most people
Yeah.
don't get out there to fish it.
I don't know, man.
And then they have to hit it when it's the right window for weather as well. So,
I
and then
feel,
what? They're just going in a general area. What, the shelf?
yeah, I don't know. I'm big on, like, all that, like, YouTubers, Schultz and that, like, they're fucking getting paid to do what they're super passionate about and having a win. And I get it, like, some of it's a bit controversial, but fuck me, man. Like, why would I watch a YouTube video or a YouTube person that makes me wild? Unsubscribe,
Exactly,
turn
turn
it
it
off.
But I've seen it for a while, the hate towards
Yeah.
YouTube and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So,
I don't know. I find that there's so many people, right? And I can get in mad. I nearly carry on about this on every podcast. Actually, I think
Jealousy's a curse, mate.
it is.
It is.
that's where most.
But
like,
people
you
get
see most
kicks.
of the haters. It's always
There's people that take the piss and just stir shit, which is fine because that's pretty
and
funny.
they do
That's
it for
always
fun.
that's
It's pretty
yeah,
funny. But there's people there that genuinely like get kicks from being keyboard warriors and opinionated motherfuckers
Yeah.
on Facebook. Facebook's filthy. Instagram,
Yeah.
Instagram as well. But like, Facebook's just rancid, man.
Yeah, right.
I fucking hate it. I post on Instagram and act like I'm active on Instagram.
That's what Brian did with mine. So whatever I post on Instagram just goes to a Facebook.
That's what I do, and I'm a
don't
little bit like I
see it.
engage in my own posts when people talk to me on my own posts on Facebook. But other than that, man, it's just filth.
Mine was just for family, pretty much. Just they could see
Yeah.
what we're doing. Couldn't give a fuck about.
And
the
that's
rest of
why
it.
I've still got it.
Yeah,
One
same.
is like good for
I hardly
business,
even use
essential.
Facebook anymore,
Yeah, well, it's
eh?
essential for business sort of thing. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's so many people that just get kicks from being negative. Like everyone, it's because it's easy. I think because people like find it easy to pull the negatives out of everything.
Yeah. Like you said, if you don't like what you're watching,
Fucking
fucking
turn it off, man.
Don't get salty and start
That's
sooking.
what I mean. I see most
If
of
you're-
these
Turn it
guys going out and doing this shit, and I'm like, fuck yeah, good on you for having a go.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know if you're enjoying what you're doing, then just keep doing it, man.
Yeah.
I think like fuck everybody.
That's like I was saying. Like I was doing a bit of it at the start because it's cool. It was fun.
Yeah,
Like people are frothing right, and then in the end I was just like, I'm off this.
yeah,
But that was just me. I just couldn't be fucked having the camera on there. I just want to go fishing.
yeah. The day fishing turns into a chore for me is the day I'll quit it, which is
Yeah.
why I'm doing this thing with Flow State with like being really broad and outdoors, not
Yeah.
like solely directed to fishing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I feel like the moment that it does that for me,
then it's a job.
for me, yeah, it will
Fishing's a job.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like taking the camera fishing, and I like filming fishing, and I like photographing fishing, but I don't necessarily want it to be like forced. Like I like being creative and shit on a boat,
Yep.
but I don't particularly like want to have to do it.
See,
Sort of
I
thing.
enjoy just as much taking a camera out.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, boy.
I'm the
Jesse,
same
you
now,
didn't
man.
even you didn't throw a rod, Jesse, did you?
No.
No. I filmed. I
just
just filmed and photographed,
Yep.
and fucking loved it too.
Yeah, it's good.
Absolutely loved it, man.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't know.
different world these
It wears you
days.
down, but you try and be positive and shit, all like, and then you just see shit like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, get you frustrated.
Or you get your couple of hecklers on.
Yeah.
There's always hecklers.
We've all had them.
Look at that one. Don't mention him, but look at that one on Buster's page. Fuck me, that was funny. That was hilarious.
Carry
man.
on, eh?
Proper carry on about the
About the
If you
croc.
didn't see Buster's YouTube video
Do you
about the
think that
crocodile
heckle
shit,
like that in person?
nah. Most people, everyone's a hero until they get punched in the fucking face.
Yeah, you got to catch them, eh?
Yeah.
And they're coming back.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, most people, man, you pull up in front of them and they're like completely different.
Yeah.
Everyone's tough behind a fucking keyboard.
That's that social media world, though.
Mm.
That's
I'm-
The same as being in a car. They feel
Yeah.
safe.
All honesty though, like the people on my pages, man, are great.
Yep.
Like everyone who engages with me,
yeah, same
I get
here.
really high engagement for the small amount of followers that I got, and they're all like real great people.
Yeah.
Like all get behind what I'm doing, and
I flicked a heap ages ago. Just people just doesn't
Same.
really interest me what they do.
yeah.
Like I'm fishing. That's a fishing page. Is what I want to do.
But you're not off, mate. Like you just go like,
Nah.
oh, it doesn't interest me,
Have
which
you
is
heard people
fine.
though that you've never followed
And it's not a
before,
personal
but they
attack to
actually
get
come
rid
up
of
on your account,
Yeah, yeah,
and then it's like, and you're like looking at their photos. I don't know how this works. I was like, nothing here interests me. Who is this person? Like,
Why
there's
are you
no
here?
even fish
Yeah.
photos. There might be a handbag or something. It's
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
unfollow that kind of thing. I don't know how that works.
yeah. I've actually gone, like, which is also a bit of a controversial topic, like, and there's nothing wrong with it, and it's epic. But people that just put trophy fish shots up the whole time, the whole feed, which is great. Like you're smashing fish, whatever species or whatever you're doing, that's cool as fuck. But
Lucky I started putting floody photos up, Jake.
yeah, thank Christ.
Or ditch me.
About time you start doing something different, I'm gonna fucking unfollow you.
Yeah.
Nah, but for real, like people that just put up the single species and the trophy shots. For some people, that's fucking amazing. But for me, it's not that. Like I don't
Like it's one dimensional.
I don't connect to it.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Like I appreciate it
Yeah.
and I think it's great, but I don't fully connect. So
So what are you wanting to see?
I want to see. This is your podcast, man.
Feed him, Jake. Into him.
No, I'm interested. I want to know. What do you
I like to see creative stuff. I like to see
So variety.
the process of it. But so like if you're that dude that puts all them trophy shots up of barra, let's just say barra, big barra. Let's just say meteries, right? 'Cause I can't stand the barra politics, man. It makes me sick. You're one of them people that just put trophy shot of barra after barra after barra after barra. I want to know why. I want to know how. Not how you catch them, but like I want to know like why are you so good at that?
Yep.
Like where's your stories? Where's your videos? Where's other shots that
So
aren't
you
just
want the whole package.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to like look at your shit and you tell me a story without telling me a story.
Yep.
And I follow a lot of like photography, videography, and I follow a lot of fishing, and I follow a lot of fighting.
I pretty much all the same.
About the same.
Yep.
And everyone I follow, like I don't follow all of the famous fighters.
Yep.
I follow the fighters that like are doing cool shit and inspire me.
Yep.
Like I don't follow like Conor McGregor and his snot like carrying on, stirring every cunt up. I couldn't care less. But like George Kambosos, if anyone knows who he is, he's a professional boxer in Australia.
Yep.
And he's 3/4 about to take over the world, I think. But his ambition, man, and his like his mindset.
Yep.
He's like he's hungry as fuck, and like I connect to that shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I follow all his stuff, but because he doesn't just put boxing, like sort of it is all boxing shit, but it's not all just directly about fighting. It's about like mindset and process,
Yeah.
and
Mindset,
like all of the
training.
shit up leading up to
The journey
that
to his
fucking
fight.
12 threes. Yeah.
Yep.
So they're the people I follow. People that are just like doing their own shit, doing new shit, don't give a fuck about what anyone else is on about. And like I follow like all the usual people like Gary Vee,
Yep.
Elon Musk,
Yep.
not Isaac, Lex Friedman.
Yep.
Who else is there? Aubrey Marcus is another one. He's like a bit spiritual,
Yep.
but there's really good stuff in what he says, what he preaches.
Yep.
Cameron Shane is another guy I follow.
him.
So he's a guy that does, like Rafael Lovato.
No.
Used to fight. He fights in Bellator.
Yeah. Okay.
World
Yep.
champion in Bellator and stuff, and like a jiu-jitsu black belt, and really, really like world class one.
Yep.
And he, Cameron Shane is like a movement, like a primal movement coach.
Yep.
So he basically invented this thing called Budokan. And it's like primal movement, like moving like monkeys and shit. Sort of hard to explain, but
Is
look
that
him
like
up.
the shit Conor McGregor was doing before he
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of like tumbles and
like flow movement?
yeah, basically like that. So he does a lot of that stuff. And his wife, I don't know if it's Melanie or Melaine, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but she's another one. She does a yoga version of that stuff.
Yep.
And it's all based on primal movement, like moving with your fists and rolling and like flow and all that sort of stuff. Like he pioneered that shit, and he's a bad motherfucker too. And he used to like be up cocaine and parties and women and carrying on. So like, not that I appreciate that, but I appreciate a dude with a bit of stink.
Yeah.
I like that. So he sort of pioneered this Budokan mobility thing.
Yep.
Which is new and weird and like got a heap of people up in arms and people disagree with it, and he just kept doing it, man. Now he's fucking huge.
Yeah.
So Rafael Lovato uses his stuff. Cameron Shane, they'd seem like good friends on social media to further his jiu-jitsu and further his MMA and stuff. Like,
See,
and
that's
like,
you're saying you get into like that's like all the shit I do too. So like all that range of strength.
Yeah.
Which
handstands
is,
and shit.
Yeah, mobility podcast. Sort of handstands, juggling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's also like knees over toes guy and ATG, like Athletic Truth Group, and they're trying to better pretty much fitness and the mindset and how you approach it all. So like even just basic shit like knees over toes, people always tell you when you train no knees over toes.
Yeah.
Well now like they're
It's a
proving
thing,
that
man.
It's like actually
Remember when you were told how to squat? You were taught how to squat, and you had to have your feet 90 degrees.
Yep.
Now you
No
splay your
knees
feet
over
out.
toes.
Nah. Now you splay your feet out and shit.
Yep.
So I'm on a program with a friend of mine, like a person I grew up with at home, and he's like a fucking beast now. But he owns Bind Performance, and he does mobility, strength and conditioning, and like functional fitness and functional strength. So I'm on an online program with him now. He gives me workouts on the day and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I drive him up the fucking wall because some days I've got to like move him around all the time because I'm hardly ever available. But he has like furthered my jiu-jitsu in, I think I've done the first lot, which is 12 weeks.
Yep.
And he's furthered my jiu-jitsu and my boxing and stuff like that, like tenfold, man. I'm stronger, I move better, I get less sore, I'm more flexible.
I prolapsed my L4, L5 disc in my back, and every time I'd train for about 2 or 3 months and then not be able to train
sore,
for 2
yeah.
or 3 months. Since I started doing all that mobility, and it's not just mobility, it's mobility, but then, so your range of motion that you're actually trying to build strength
Yeah.
through, not just your basic bench or
Yeah.
that kind of shit. But since I've been doing that, like,
Yeah.
I haven't had one more issue with my back, and I can pretty much put my palms flat on the ground or below ground, like without an issue.
Yep.
Like, the flexibility's gone through the roof.
Yeah.
So
It's fucking worth it, man, I reckon. And even stuff Morgan does is, and I've been trying to research a bit, is like breathing exercises.
so I do a lot of Wim Hof and that.
Yeah, circular breathing and all that sort of shit. I think, I'll tell you what someone is worth listening to is Andrew Huberman. Do you follow his shit? So
No,
he's
I
a lecturer, teacher. He's like a fucking guru of the brain, basically. And he talks about like biochemistry of your brain, and breaks it down real deep. And he speaks about breath work and everything like that, and like circular breathing and what types of circular breathing do what shit like that.
Because the amount of different things you can do from the breathing, like, I talk about what is it, like, when you go, because you can go into the jungle and you have them drugs, which I think Joe Rogan spoke about it.
DMT.
It's like DMT. So you can get the same kind of effect from that from breathing.
Yeah.
So, because one of my mates is right into it.
Yeah.
And he come around and actually took me through, like at the start, a session on your breathing. And it was pretty hectic.
Yeah.
Like, and then at the end of that session, so you're sitting there and you're doing your certain breathing, and then you'll exhale all your breath.
Yeah.
And then hold your breath.
Yeah.
And like holding your breath for like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
To like 2 minutes to 2.5 minutes after
After it's
exhaling
empty.
everything.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Yeah. And like, I'm not a diver. I don't do anything.
No.
Like,
There's a weird one. I can't remember the name for it off the top of my head, but you know what a float tank is? Like
when they come up.
Yeah. So for people who don't know what they are, they're like a body of water. You lay in. It's roughly body temperature, so you can't really feel anything. You put earplugs in so you can't hear. It's pitch black so you can't see, and it's pretty neutral smelling. So it's like basically takes away most of your senses, and you're floating. The water's like full of, I think it's Epsom salts and magnesium and shit, which is in Epsom salts, isn't it? So basically it's just chockers full of Epsom salts, and the water is you're so buoyant in that water that you just float on top of it. And you lay there.
It's pretty hard the first time to...
It's weird to get comfortable.
Yeah.
But I went in there a little while ago after I've done, because I started like reading into this breathing shit. You've
been practicing your breathing?
Yes.
Breathing, wow.
And I started doing just the basic stuff like the 4-second circles. Yeah. So 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold.
Yep.
And I got into this weird fucking state, man, where I was like asleep. Like it was like I was asleep, but I was fully awake.
Yep.
And I can't explain it any more than that. It was weird as fuck. Come forward, you can't talk in that mic. Jeez.
I'm sorry, man.
Jesus. Yeah. Triggy's thinking we're whacked out fucking
hippies.
Weirdos.
Go on.
Yeah. Teaspoon
We'll
of
be-
cement.
we'll be
Rum
holding-
tin.
Oh, good.
We'll be
Rum
holding
tin
hands
upper.
and running around in circles in the backyard. So.
Outside.
Yeah. They're probably weird
That
a
was
few
gonna
people
happen
out for
anyway.
15 and 20 minutes. We've been going for an hour and 15 already.
Really?
What else do you want to talk about? Want
Any
to
other-
can it?
Any other...
Oh, there's
Cues
questions. There's
or-
questions. There's questions. I should have got you to do on yours.
What's that?
Questions. Because fucking everyone cares about what you say.
They do?
They do.
Wow.
All right. I knew they were going to be stupid.
Oh, here we go.
Fat Boy Slim. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. From Triggy.
What the fuck? Fat Boy Slim.
Yeah, Triggy.
Nah.
So fuck one,
one.
marry one, kill one.
I still don't fucking get it.
Who are you going to fuck? Who are you going to marry? Who are you going to kill?
How did Fat Boy Slim?
No, that's the
You're right.
name of the
Pick
fucking
anyone.
bloke. That's the bloke
Who
that
you
asked the
gonna fuck?
question.
What have I got to say who I'm going to fuck?
Yep.
My wife.
Okay. Who are you going to kill?
Any cunt that fucks me off.
Who are you going to marry?
I've already married my wife, so.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, that's close.
Is that what it is?
No, I just wanted to
I was
hear.
just like, what?
I just wanted to hear the kill one. Nah, it's all hypothetical. Like if
Anyone who fucks me.
anyone who fucks me off.
Anyone
all-
who gives me
that's-
fucking shit.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Just being truthful.
Lacey's running amok here.
Oh, yeah, of course he is.
What's the thoughts on the sensitive? No, that fucking dog's off early shit.
We
already answered
spoke about that.
that. When Jake shaves the beard off, does he instantly turn into the little spoon on campouts?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
like,
it's the biggest regret.
you know, we're talking about like men will like run hot, like, and all
Yeah.
their wives and girlfriends are cold. It's like Jake when he shaves his beard, he's the cold one, so you got to back up. and
You
warm
look
up a
weird
bit.
as fuck without a beard, man.
Yeah, it was never like that, but until I grew a beard.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it without one.
This is one
Doesn't
week.
take
This
long.
is one
Doesn't,
week,
doesn't
but-
take you long to grow one.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Week, 2 weeks, he's back.
Macca. Fucking Macca. Why Wade got a hole the size of Uluru?
Because I've been there.
Why is that?
There's the laugh.
There it is.
Weird as
You
fuck.
might have had a couple in there.
Yeah, and it was from my own joke. Real
Yeah.
funny, you know.
Oh, do a lure.
Holy.
Bang.
Macca's got a legit one though. Thoughts of politics within the fishing industry and why people think it's a competition. Why do you think people think it's a competition? That's legit, eh?
That is legit.
Like here's where I'm at.
Before social media,
Yeah.
there was no competition.
No.
People were just going fishing because they wanted to go fishing.
Yeah.
And I've said the same with companies that have approached me.
Mm.
And basically, I just say, listen, I don't get locked into it.
I'm not using your shit. That
I'm not
doesn't
getting
work.
locked into them
Yeah.
because I'm a fisherman. And I said the same with those last lot of guys. And if it's not going to work, I'm not going to use it because I'm a fisherman. I couldn't, you know. You care, but you don't. If it's not going to work, you're not going to do it. And these guys are fine by that.
People get like this is where I don't get it right. I could have not touched a rod, and I'd have been as stoked, or probably more stoked, to watch you catch that 41
Yeah.
today.
And I'm the same. When I take
know what I mean?
a mate or someone who
Yeah.
hasn't
And I just love to take the photos of it and give them to you.
That was
Like that's the world, man. That's
Yeah.
the shit.
Yep.
I don't want to best your fucking 41, or I don't even ever think like, oh, Jake got a 41 now. I want to cast. You could catch the 41 like. So no, keep the rod, man. Keep fishing.
That was like last year. I think I did about 8 sessions in a
Keep
row.
talking. I'm gonna get a beer.
Taking other people out chasing toga, and I enjoyed it. I never cast. I enjoyed it just as much, like taking Mick, taking this young fella out there, taking the boys from America over there.
Well, like today when we were JP fishing.
Yeah.
It's not like we were racing to the next spot. Well, I kind of was. Racing to the next pool.
I remember where you may have cast.
Oh, where Wade? Yeah, he should have said we was going to cast. But, you know, we were taking in turns kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you get there and go, right, you going left, you going right. And you go, oh, I said, no, you go. I couldn't give a fuck. Just cast.
And that's the etiquette side too.
Yeah.
It's just like, what do we do? Man, you want to go first? No, we'll both hit it.
Like Wade was saying, like I was happy if you got a 40,
Yep.
Hugh Ripper, bang, like tick, another tick.
But the competition, people look too much into the competition side of it and competing with each other. If you're really just worried about yourself and put all that effort into actually trying to go a bit further yourself, putting that time and effort into, like we do for getting on Google Maps or doing whatever, putting that effort into your actual fishing, learning or putting more time on the water instead of worrying about whatever
But
else.
there's a lot of crew these
100%.
days that all they want to do is get sponsored. Yeah. Young blokes, old blokes, that's all. I just want to get sponsored because I get.
Do you know what I mean? Like
it's.
How does it progress your fucking fishing? It doesn't, man.
It doesn't. Who gives a fuck about the
No one
sponsorship?
gives a shit. At the down, like, I don't know. The people that go, oh, he's sponsored by XYZ.
Oh, I've had people.
I love him.
I've had people message me. Oh, who are you sponsored by?
They're the people that you don't want following you.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah.
You don't want to value their opinion, none of that shit. Because if they follow you because you're sponsored by fucking whatever, they don't give a fuck about your fishing.
But most of the time, who is that all from?
That's
is
it.
The predominant amount, the main area of people that is young.
Yeah,
the young
I'm not
kids.
knocking sponsorship. Like
No, me either.
sponsorship
It's got a
gets
place.
kids off the ground. It
Oh,
gets
good.
people fishing. It gets people out of the hole. Like people that can't afford the gear, but are really great fishermen, and that gives them a bit of kit. Like I appreciate that side of sponsorship, but I also believe that you need to prove that you're an asset because big companies. Let's just talk about big companies.
The boys had a spiel about it. Oh, it must have been last week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the boys there on Insta, and it was legit. It was
Mick.
2-2. No, it was Laney.
Was it?
Yeah,
What are you
Mick-
carrying on?
Mick-
Mick
Mick-
did one as well.
Are you carrying on Instagram stories too?
Yeah.
Must be.
Fuck, I don't
But he was
follow
saying the
them,
same thing. Like, how these guys here are the sponsor now, but
Yeah.
they haven't proved themselves. Which,
Yeah. But also, like,
how many-
some sponsors take the fucking piss too.
Oh, yeah.
You got to sell your soul for a bit of free kit.
That's
Yeah.
what I
Fuck
was
that.
just referencing was, so Mick was saying how you get some mobs and they just lock you into a shitty deal for like a year and you got to do this and
Yeah.
that and all the crap. Like,
Yep.
and
You gotta bow
I've
over
experienced that myself at the start because I was naive and only just kind of been fishing and took one and I won't say who it was or anything
Yeah.
like that, but after that I was like, yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
I'm gonna-
Sponsorship's like a
Yeah.
50-50. Okay, I'll
It
give
has
you,
to be 50-50,
I'll give you some
exactly.
free lures or whatever. Okay, you get some cool footage. And that's
Yep.
how it rolls on. And then, well, basically, like my deal, I'm catching fish. I'll flick them to Dom from Frogley's, and basically, it's like credit.
Yeah. Exactly.
I give him footage. I give him photos. I get credit, and I can get more shit that I want.
Yeah.
But when you start fishing for photos, fucking, I don't know, take up swimming
Yeah.
or take up something else because
Yep.
it's not, you're not passionate about it.
I don't
That's
go
the thing
fishing to
too.
get a photo. I like taking photos.
That's
part of fishing.
what
Like
I
I
was gonna
enjoy
say.
that side of it.
Yeah.
But I don't go like I wouldn't be like if I go fucking halfway down to the river and forget my camera.
Yeah.
And I won't take a photo. I'll be like, fine, I'm cool with
Well, that's
that.
the same here. Like, I put a heap of shit on Instagram because it's fun. Like, everyone
Yeah.
interacts, and I love that too.
Yeah.
Bit of
They are
banter.
bit of banter. I get young fellas asking questions, which I really love that
Same,
because they're
man.
up and coming. So, and these guys, they'll bleed their soul. Like, I'll be walking down the street or in the tackle world. If you go to tackle or BCF, you're in there for an hour.
Yeah.
But they'll bleed their soul. You're like,
Man.
the best catches they've had, this and that, and I'll give them every time in the world because you can see they're just like they're so happy.
First time it happened to me, man.
Cool.
I was in Woolworths here, and I thought it was weird because I'm fucking nobody. I don't preach to be
It
anybody.
still is weird. Like, I'm just a dude.
Yeah,
just loves
I'm-
to fish.
Yeah, exactly the same, man. I don't go like, oh, I want to be friends with you because you've got fucking 50,000 followers. I couldn't care less.
Ripper.
No care,
Who gives a fuck?
zero care factor. But I was in Woolies, man, and I was at the checkout, and these three young dudes come up to me and sung out and like come over and talked.
Yeah,
and I had
how
to like
good is it?
I had to like bail over the edge of the. There's like a bar there where they put the green baskets. Had to jump over that thing to talk to these kids.
Yep.
Because everyone was up my ass coming through the register, and I sat there and talked to them for a while, man. Just the nicest dudes.
Yeah, and you've just made their day.
Yeah.
They go back to mum and dad and they go, "Fuck, just
What's
you
wrong
know,
with you,
met
Chris?
Wade Kelly.
Soon.
Go for a piss.
Right.
Go
Trigg and
Chris,
I
or-
talk.
Yeah, we'll
Jesus
yell on there.
talk shit.
Yeah, they've just met you and
Yeah.
they're going, he's a super cool guy. Instead of going, oh, Wade Kelly sung out to me, he snobbed me. What a fuckwit kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
that's how it is because, yeah, you're a role model now.
It's weird how it works, man.
Yeah.
Because, I don't preach to be or know anything. I have my own opinions on stuff.
Yeah.
But I try and have my opinions as educated. Like I try and view both sides of the fence,
Yeah.
and then make my own
And
decision
then,
based
and
on
then,
that.
then try and be a role model at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't carry on acting
I
like a
reply to
fuckwit.
every message I get
Same here.
within reason. Sometimes I forget, but if I open them, I'll normally reply to them.
Yeah, I do the same too. And I get guys going, hey, man, I don't mean to bother, but would you be able to talk about this or
Yeah.
that? And I was like, yeah, no dramas. What do you want to know?
Yeah,
And usually you can get a read if they're a fucking tosser.
Yeah.
Or they're legit.
yeah,
The tossers, you can just flick them,
Flick
no
it,
dramas.
yeah.
But the ones that are legit, they're asking legit questions. And yeah.
and they're not asking for all the fucking nitty gritty secrets.
No.
They want to still figure it out themselves. They just want a bit of a direction.
Yeah, just a bit of direction.
and that's cool as man.
That's I love it. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm not interested in your shit because you got a cool boat or you got fucking all the sick gear or you got sponsored by whatever or any of that shit, man.
That's it. Like,
Could
I
not
love
care
these.
less.
What did I see? I seen a post there the other day. It was actually the territory where you are. I can't think where it was. But there's like four or five kids. I don't know if you've seen the post. They had a tinny. They actually had it hooked up to the back of one of the pushies. Might have been.
Yeah, I did. I
was
did
it
say that.
Catherine
Yeah,
or
it was.
somewhere?
It's down south, man. Tackle World.
Yeah. And so
yeah.
here these kids are. They're just obviously mum and dad weren't going to
Yeah.
take the boat fishing, so they've obviously knocked off school, bush,
Down
got the
the-
pushy,
I
and
love
down
that
they go.
shit.
I love that. That's
You're not down graffiti and fucking walls and running a fuck.
nah. The boys are out there going to slay some barra. It's so
That's
cool.
sick, man. Eh?
Should be more of it.
Yeah. I just think there's no need for it, man. Like politics, like Barra, like I love chasing saltwater Barra and big ones. I'm not interested in small ones anymore. And I love chasing saltwater Barra, but I fucking hate talking about them. I hate being involved in it. I hate all of the shit that goes with it, man.
Yeah.
Cannot stand it because
I don't hear too much about it, I suppose, because I'd keep out of it. I keep to myself a fair
in the
bit too.
territory, man, it was toxic as fuck.
Yep.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, right.
Like, fucking made me want to quit it.
Yeah. Well, see where I am. Majority of the time, I'm fishing by myself.
Because you catch meter, you're somebody, man, in the
Yeah,
territory.
yeah,
And literally,
right.
like, you're somebody in a social circle that's not even relevant to Barra, man.
Yeah,
You're
right.
somebody because you catch Barra. Like,
Stupid, isn't it?
and there's people that catch Barra and think they're somebody because they catch Barra, man.
Oh, they want to be that somebody.
Man,
Yeah.
it like, there's two sides to it. Like, there's a lot of great people up there that catch consistent Barra. But some of the people that I know, man, that fish systems that are very inactive on social media, caught more meters than all them blokes combined.
Yeah, we've talked about a few of them blokes like down here. They're just under the radar.
Just
do
be
their
fucking
shit.
humble, man.
They don't
Just
care.
go fishing.
Yes.
Just go fishing. Just go to the target a species, grab what you need, and just go fishing.
I can't
It's-
wait, man, to, like, because Guthrie and I are due for another podcast. I'm going to talk to him about sponsorship and get into it. Because I'm 12 months or bit over 12 months deep into flow state and hustle and grind and shit.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get, like, I've been, like, working hard on getting my head around business mindset and all that sort of stuff. So, like, I think, like, Mick and I sit down and talk. I went down to Bowen the other day and was fishing with Mick. And when I got those Tuskies and that, I got that Tusky and that. And we were just talking business and life and mindset and stuff. And I got so much out of it, man. And I can't wait to sit down and talk with him because he's done some fucking miles, like mental miles, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Setting up cars, that business,
Yeah.
man.
Like,
And where it is now, like, fuck.
There's everyone there that, like, they shit on brands and they shit on culture and they shit on that. Like, people just don't like that. But you cannot deny cast success.
No,
You can't, man.
you can't.
You cannot. You cannot say they are an unsuccessful business.
No.
You cannot.
And like once it'll take off in America.
It already is, eh?
It's
It's fucking starting to ramp up. Man.
And
If you can crack that market,
And
man,
that market over there,
she's
is
done,
nuts.
bud.
That's it. He's a humble dude.
Yeah,
Goes in and goes hard.
yeah.
And when you see that shit happen to people like
That's like-
himself, it's fucking.
All of us, we don't
go, I
use
love
shit
it.
that doesn't work.
I also
And we-
accept, though, man. I also accept that people just don't like people. You know, like
Yeah.
sometimes.
People don't like.
Sometimes
success.
people like I've got friends that I really like that my other good friends don't like. That's just people. But people can't accept that as normal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't like him, that's fine. It's not.
It's okay.
Move on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just leave it be, man.
Leave it. Yeah, it's it. Leave it. Be.
And I'll do my best to not put you in the same place at the same time.
Oh, you could have.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
let's have a cook up.
yeah.
But that's it.
Who was here that you didn't like?
Hey?
Who was here that you didn't like?
No, everyone was good. Liked everybody. I like most people that aren't fuckheads, though.
Yeah, that was my one rule for this fucking
And that's
weekend.
it.
Bring your own swag and no fuckheads.
No fuckheads. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, fuck, man, I deal with them every day at work. Go to work,
Oh, don't we all?
get the bibs out.
Get them out. But yeah, it's a funny world these days, isn't it? It's a funny scene.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm
I'm not in that scene though.
Nah. But we're sort of all involved with it because we all influence it, whether we want to or not.
Yeah.
You post on social media, man, you influence it.
Yeah, all the time.
I think so. So I think, like, you've got to influence it in a positive or as positive as possible way. People are always going to disagree with your shit.
There's always negative people out there.
But I
It's
feel
just
like
life.
if you're genuinely doing stuff and posting stuff that you like and that you're passionate about and you're doing it in the right way and you're not shitting on people for no fucking reason and you're not being a toxic dog, I think you're good.
I
Yeah,
find that
people
the
are
hard
like
part
that.
when, like, say for a fishing page, and how I'm into like film photography
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that as well, is doing something that's outside your norm. So
Coming
you know,
in.
as in, say you go to post something, or even if it's fit, like, because I'm in the boxing, done boxing, mixed martial arts, all that.
Why is it when you talk, you always lean backwards?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Just getting excited.
Just poking his big chest out.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Get them watermelons out from under the armpits,
but
bud.
I can't help it. They're just
Jesus.
inbuilt.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, come on.
She's lucky
Is it?
Bron was not filming this.
True.
We people just turning off the television.
No, but putting something different up to what you'd normally put up on social media, like a lot of people avoid that kind of stuff, even if it resonates with them. They won't do it because they don't think it's what people want to see.
I get 5 to 10 times more likes on trophy fish pics than I do on just creative shit that I do.
Well, look what I've been doing. I've been smashing a few flatties.
But you just got to not
for
care
fun.
about it, man.
Yeah,
you got to post
Well,
the
that's
shit.
what I've done for some of the shit that I've been.
The moment you start posting or following or anything, people or doing shit that that you don't like, you've lost.
You're not doing what. Yeah.
You lost, man. You're sacrificing your own happiness just to keep Instagram happy. And people, like, not people don't give a fuck. That's the wrong choice of words. But, like, 3/4 of the people, like 90% of the people on your followers don't actually know you, you know?
Yeah.
They know you for what you post. And if they don't appreciate what you're actually about, then it's not worth your time.
But that's me. I'll put in my stories what I want to put. It'll be fitness. It could be.
Yeah, man, I've been watching you stop fishing and do handstands.
Yeah.
I'm still there.
Yeah. Flex on.
Yeah.
I'm still there.
All is shaved. It must
that's
take you a
it.
long time because you shave your whole fucking body.
Close to my.
Your misso shaved your ass, man. You told me in your own words. I heard it.
Did she
She
bleach?
helped me reach some.
Did she
spots
bleach
that were
it?
harder to reach.
Did you bleach it or did she feed it?
Nah, she clipped it.
Clippers.
Yeah.
She clipper
clippers.
the gooch?
What about inside?
No, not the gooch. I don't get the gooch.
Wow.
Man, my ass is hairy as fuck.
Oh,
I'm not a chance.
Nah, same here.
It's manscaping, mate.
you'd be one of
Haven't
those
you
guys-
seen the bloody ads of that little clip?
But I have hard enough time shaving my head.
Wade's one of those guys that has a shit then goes for a shower.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. I haven't hard enough time, man. I've got that many scars on my head from getting belted.
You imagine going to your gooch?
Oh, man. All the scars.
All the scars around that. Oh, she's turned next. We are at the dining table.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where the smut gets talked.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Where we at?
You'd be in some definite trouble.
Just do what makes you feel good.
That's
And
it. Just do your thing.
if you don't know and you don't understand, don't have an opinion on it. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah. Just go fishing and enjoy it. Go fishing with your mates. Ring your mates up. That's what it's about.
Just be happy, man. Be humble.
Yeah,
Be
like
happy.
what we were doing today. It's a journey. We're going fishing, but then we're
That day went
we're
so quick
walking,
today because we're just
walking the
laughing
gorges,
and talking
hanging
shit,
shit.
man.
All of us ate shit. All
Yeah.
of us got shit hung on us.
Fuck,
had a mad time.
that rock.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, you curved it the wrong way.
I reckon.
You were like folded
Yeah.
backwards.
Around
You know when your
it.
feet slip out from underneath you? There was a rock underneath his back, and he was like folded 45 degrees, like head back, ass down, like
I thought I'd done me back.
Sonny's went about 2 metres backwards flying.
you hung on to him for a while. Too.
Yeah.
Who wears Ray-Bans fishing, actually?
Actually, I do
They're
know of someone.
polarised.
Jakey Gunston
Yeah.
does, yeah.
Good looking
Plastic ass fucking lenses.
Oh, I can't
I'll never
afford
get-
the fucking Costa del Mars and shit like that. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, who does wear Ray-Bans fishing?
Me.
All them fucking electrician miners.
Yeah.
So electricians charge you about $150 an hour to come to your house, leave all their rubbish, and run 2 wires, not get dirty and go home. Imagine what electrician miners.
I did that for you for free.
Actually, you did. Actually, I shouldn't be shitting on that. That was actually pretty good.
Light over the Barbie.
We did that. We got that fire pit's like
We
epic.
smashed it
We
all
got some
out.
shit done and shit done quick.
That's also like,
Backyard blitz.
that's another thing I found too, is doing shit when you don't want to do it. Like we just got home from fishing. Here we
Yeah,
go.
a whole day.
Here we go.
Oh, on the dog and bone.
What did you call as morbid as it is, what did you call cancer?
Jack the Dancer. Jack the Dancer gets everyone eventually. Hey?
Fucking hell.
That's why you got to live. That's why you got to do this shit that we're doing now.
You got to get amongst it, man.
You got to get amongst it. If you've got goals, go and set them because that shit will get you. You're old fucking quick and dead fucking quicker.
And
that shit today, I've dreamt about doing that for fucking years.
It was a good day. But back on what we're doing, like, I'm real big on doing shit you don't want to do. Like, wake up early, go for a run.
Mindset.
Be cold. Like,
fucking cold enough last night.
Fuck me, man. Like, actually, not drinking and eating shit food, but back on this fucking mindset shit. But this Andrew Huberman guy reckons the Wim Hof stuff. So he studied a bit of it, I think. And the idea of shivering or fidgeting is like heaps good for like fat loss and metabolism and shit. Yeah.
Brian's got the shakes.
Yeah. So apparently that's
no,
the
she
thing.
just drank out of the bottle of wine.
Like, what I'm trying to emphasise is that being uncomfortable can be good. Saunas, man. Saunas are good. Like, if you crack
That's pretty much
80 degrees for 45 minutes, cop that, man.
Yeah.
And I've done it a few times now, and you're sitting there, man, and you'll turn yourself inside out. You're that fucking want to get out of that bad.
I had to do that for boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do that. You do it just for like trying to control your own brain.
That's pretty much the mindset behind like David Goggins stuff.
Yeah, exactly the same, man. Exactly the same. And you feel a million times better after it. But back down on like a residential basic level, we got home from fishing, right? We were fishing all day. Walked, not great, not heaps, but like we walked a fair bit.
But it's not a straight line.
Yeah.
No, like up and down.
Up and down.
Picking
wet.
lines and...
Wet and all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
And we got home like late arvo. Got home with half an hour. I had to pull the pork out to rest her. Rest her.
Because the girls did all the work.
Did all the work.
They did, what did you do? 7.5 hours.
Yeah. I put her on. We left. They pulled her out, wrapped it.
Look at disgust.
Put her back in. Bronny nailed it.
It was good.
And then
come back here.
got home, had enough time to pull the pork out and rest it. And then we just started. We were like, fuck, man.
I think you got the hedge trimmer out.
Yeah.
It took you about 10 minutes to start it. I thought you were going to throw it in the pool.
Man, I tell you, single thing I bought. I'm not going to say the brand.
Pull the choke out, son.
Spent like thousands at this shop. Bought hedge trimmer, chainsaw, blower, fucking whippersnipper, all at once when I bought this house. All of them, the carbies are dog shit.
All failing at the same time.
Man, I cannot get enough fuel in them dogs. And I'm pull start. I got a right arm like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I didn't think it was because of the pull start
machine.
No.
Yeah, but like literally,
We hopped in.
The trick is not stopping. If we would have stopped and sat heaps and had a beer and we were like,
nah, we wouldn't have done it. I think you're going to do
But
it
we've
at
all
the
got the
start.
same mindset. We just get like once you're going.
we started ripping hedges out, man.
I think Jake nearly started because he's like, righto, where's that light?
Yeah, he
And
did
then
too.
he started getting that light for Alice.
Jakey put a light above my barbecue, wider in.
Wider
Triggy
in.
and I got stuck into this, ripped out. We cut the clothesline out. Fuck the
Cut
clothes.
the clothesline out, cut the hedge
We'll
out.
figure out that out later.
Made new
Then
steps.
we did a bit of tiling.
We did, we put all the pavers in.
Fucking
Built a big
wheelbarrow loads of pavers.
big fuck off fire pit. But how nice was it sitting behind that?
Yeah.
last
then we
night.
went and cut timber out the back there in the rainforest.
Got attacked by fire ants.
Fucking fire ants, flicking them at Wade Kelly. And
You were playing with them, man.
I was flicking because you get the fire ants. Fucking what a fire ants!
This
bull ants.
lunatic.
Yeah. Flicking them around, and Jake and I'm like, oh man, that people have
annoying.
died from them
Like-
fucking things.
You get hit, you're gonna drop to the deck.
Yeah, and cry.
Dabbling with death.
Yeah, but like, it's in the reward, man. Like, cause you
Well,
You
you
go-
had all them people come around last night.
all sitting around the fire late
The
last night.
entertainment area was
epic.
done. Yeah, it's good. Atmos, fire.
Yeah, how rewarding is that shit?
Yeah, it's good.
So stop being lazy, motherfuckers, and do shit you don't want to do.
Get off your
basically.
ass and do it. Yeah, just go and do it, eh?
Yeah.
Don't wait
I don't know.
around.
That drifted from fishing politics to just full motivation spec. Am I ringing?
No, any
Is there
more
more
cues?
Nah, there's a few nonsense ones. Someone wants you to do. Rennie wants you to do that fucking thing. Don't do it.
He's already done it.
Do it on the
No,
way
that
out.
wasn't
Do it on
it.
the way out. I'm jacking that fucking noise.
You love it.
Nah. They went from fishing politics to full mindset motivation stuff. But
No more.
nah, just all shit.
Yeah.
It's all my friends just trolling.
Yeah.
But what's that? Hour and a half?
Yep.
Hour and a half. Round her out.
Yeah.
Knock
Round
off.
it up.
Barra
Pretty good.
fishing in the morning. You got to go home.
I got to drive 10 hours home.
Suck
Yeah.
shit.
Thanks for coming up, man.
Ah,
A
that's
10-hour drive one way.
I appreciate it. I got to go and knock something off the bucket list.
Did multiple times.
Mm.
Ticked them. Seen some cool spots.
Fuck, I'll be
Sounds
back
cool
next
shit.
weekend, eh?
Help yourself.
Plenty of systems in there up here.
There is. There is.
Lots to do.
There is.
Not enough
We got to
time.
get you for Southern.
I
Saratoga.
haven't got a Southern Saratoga yet.
Yeah.
And I want to side
Me and
cast one.
Triggy are going to sort that out.
Preferably on fly, but I'll do it non-conventional if I've got a ticket off.
We'll
No,
sort
we'll do it
that
on the
out.
boat if we're going to do fly.
Yeah,
Get the red rocket in there.
she loves it. Get down there with a bit of camp up.
Yeah.
Get a few of the boys, swag it.
Some of the
Spend the
spots, some of
weekend.
the spots that we fished today, I would have liked to have gone to. Like them couple of little like bays sort of things.
Yep.
I would like to like hike in there. I don't do enough of it. Hey, like hiking with backpacks.
Yep.
Like go full, spend a bit of money and get a hiking pack and like lightweight stuff and go and camp.
Go
like
camp.
in
The
the
thing
middle
is,
of
a
Whipple.
lot of that stuff, like a lot of your hiking packs and all that, aren't really set for you.
Nah.
Waterproof
Have you
and what
guys
we're
slept in
doing
hammocks
there.
before?
No, have you?
Nah, I don't know.
I've
To
slept
me,
in
it's
like-
gonna,
But I've heard
to
the
me, it's going to
Hennessy
be
ones are
uncomfortable.
really
I don't
good.
know.
I've slept in full domestic spec hammocks,
Yeah.
but I think them other ones are different because they like ratchet strap up tight.
Them Hennessy ones.
If you
And
could,
you're like
I reckon,
lay-
I reckon if I could roll one side, then yeah, that's going to be cool. But if you're just like
I'm not
back
sure.
in the womb,
I'm not. I'm not keen. I'm
Oh,
playing like a banana.
nah, same.
Is it the Hennessy ones where you sleep on the, like, so you get on the
An
boat
angle,
or-
yeah.
and you're pretty much flat?
Yeah,
That's how they make them.
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
It's like
I haven't looked into them, but
and they're deer.
Yeah, they are.
yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that's something I'm keen to do.
Yeah.
I'd be real keen to get like.
Well, that's like I've got a few trips
Mm.
planned that I want to do for that.
Are you
But,
still
like,
thinking about doing that guide and shit?
I've thought about it, yeah. But there's a couple of guys that are already doing it, and whether it's feasible or not. But yeah, I am still keen
Yeah, right.
to start doing it. So I'll look into it more. I've got a fair few properties where I could actually take people. Also, there's a big market for like taking international clients doing it. So
Yep.
it's just you get a period like now where all these rivers are silted up.
Yeah,
You're pretty much buggered.
yeah.
But no, there's definitely a
another
market
job.
there for it.
I hope that comes off, man. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a very permeable business.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Yeah.
people want the experience of that too. Because sometimes, like, a lot of people don't. It's not just about the fish.
Yeah. Well, these
JP's
properties
is one of
that'd
them
be
things, man.
that'd be camp, like full camp setup.
Yeah.
Tents. You provide tents, kayaks, facilities.
Triggy can lug all the
shit.
bags,
Yeah.
Alpaca or
Just
so.
the packers
load him up.
under
Let's
the
go.
pythons. He's been working on them, eh?
Stop. Not saying nothing.
Nothing.
Just try and keep fit, healthy.
What do you reckon?
Wrap
Right,
her up.
Yep.
Fucking finish these drinks and go to bed. Ready for Barra in the morning.
Yep. Catch you on the next one.
How's it going?
And that. Don't do it. Nah, do it. Do it and I'll hit the.
I can't even remember how's
I'm
it
not
going?
fucking
Just
doing
do the
this
little bit at the
stupid-
start and then I'll take it off.
No, I'm
remember.
not doing
Do
that
it.
stupid fucking
Do
thing.
it.
I'm not
Just
doing
a
it.
little bit.
I'm gonna hit the red button.
Only the
Well,
spark.
what's he saying?
Hey, only
What's he saying?
Sparkies
So
do it.
then
Eh? I
what's
reckon
he saying?
only
Yeah.
Sparkies do this
What's he
shit.
saying? It was like,
You don't.